afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday, and that means some wild League of Legends action. I am here, not on my own. I am with Jabronis, who is this undetermined little invisible blob here, but he will be coming through. He will be coming through on Discord. So, how are you doing today, Jabronis?
I am so glad that it is Friday. I'll tell
Oh
you
yeah,
that. It has been one of those work weeks. Oh my god.
yeah. I'm really excited because tomorrow is OU Texas, but
Oh
that's
yeah, I forgot you guys are Oklahoma fans. That's right.
yeah, sorry. But football is not what right now is about. Right now is about Diamond Super Week. Ah, Diamond Super Week.
Woo! Sorry, I didn't join you there.
So we do have 6 games for you here today. We have 2 teams who played both of their matches already this week in Diamond. 2 teams who have not played any yet. So we will be showing both of the Landsnet games and both of the Propulsion games. And then on Sunday, we'll show both of the 100 Steves games and Golden Gatekeepers games. And so, actually, let's go through the schedule really quick right now. So, we have first up Deathcap for Cutie versus Landsneck, followed by Return of the Middlesticks versus Unlucky Retribution. The third game will be Propulsion versus Team Fish Taco. Fourth, we will have Squattobots Roll Out versus Kansas Killer Whales United. Almost said the bad name. Fifth, Landsneck versus Oklahoma Godiamond Rush. And finally, we will be ending the day with Kansas State University versus Propulsion Esports. So, which one is your, top game for today, Jabronis?
I'm looking forward to Land Snake 2 times on like somebody mentioned in the in the Twitch chat.
Oof, 2 times Landsneck. So, speaking of oof, 2 times Landsneck, let's start it off. We do have both teams loading into the Rift now. Would you like to introduce the blue side, Jabronis?
Sure, in the top lane, and I believe is this Landsneck?
This is Deathcap for Cutie. Sorry, Deathcap for Cutie
Deathcap.
on the blue
Yep.
side, Landsneck on the red.
Yeah, we have parallelogram. I'm not going to say that this entire game, I tell you that. On Aatrox, we have Nasty Gnome on Shaco, Marco Rubio on Victor Mid, General Vicky, is that?
I usually go with Vici.
Vici on Lucian, and Condom Pillar on Braum.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, never mind. That was just Discord popped up a big red notification.
Yep.
Okay, so meanwhile, on the red side, we have Landsneck, Mechanical Reaper in the top lane on Ilaoi, King Eatloaf playing Talia Jungle, King Sheetloaf playing Vigar mid, and then in the bot lane, we have Rito Torchic and PB Doughboy on Varus and Alistar.
Yeah, right away, what do you think of the compositions here?
I'm really interested to see the Shaco. Not that many people play Shaco anymore, so I don't know. It's
Always
just
got to follow the Shaker rule. The Shaker rule is that if he's on your team, he sucks. If he's on the enemy team, he's a god.
so. Is he on your team? Wait a minute. There's a scoreboard again.
There it is, yeah.
Mr.
It depends. We're going to find out this game if he's a my team Shaco or an enemy team Shaco.
He's looking like a My Team Shaco already. He doesn't have items. I'm not sure if that's a.
Oh, no.
I'm not sure if
Maybe
that's a
he's
strat
thinking...
or something. Just like don't buy items first, and then after you finish your first camp, do something.
It's possible. I mean, I do know that you do not take that much damage, obviously, with all the boxes,
Yeah,
but
you've got
he
a
started a
good-
Raptor camp. Oh, he's going back
That's
now.
really-
Oh,
wow,
a
the
flash in onto Alistar. Going on to General Vicky. I'm going to say Vicky this game.
Okay.
And then that was the gank, but they got the flash out of the Lucian in the end.
Yeah, PB Doughboy did burn his flash as well as they did use the ignite. But I think all in all, that's a pretty decent trade. Yeetloaf, formerly Shack Daddy. I think
Yeah, somebody just
he
mentioned
changed
that.
his name. But yeah, I think that's a good gank for him. Or it'll be easier to gank again.
Yeah, and Alistar is sitting on the Hex flash now too, so he's not completely screwed with not having a flash if Braum and Lucian started to get aggressive onto him.
Yeah, yeah, I think the aggression against this bot lane of Landsneck will be more of a problem for them since PB Doughboy doesn't have his flash. He's kind of squishy early as Alistar. but I don't think they should be on the back foot much in this matchup.
I don't know.
Varus is, pretty strong, and even though Lucian Braum is quite the duo. Ooh,
oh, looking like a level 3 trade here. Heavily favored into Mechanical Reaper here on the Alawi.
Yeah,
really tough once he gets that soul on you. Really tough to trade.
Yeah, Parallelogram taking, 2 hits from 3 tentacles, so that's a lot of damage coming out from those tentacle slams.
I'll say Vichy, I'm sorry. First time I've ever said his name, so that was what I went with.
I don't know. I always went with Vici because Latin, like Veni Vidi Vici. So
yeah, I mean I can feel it. Oh, that actually he might have to flash out of this. It's gonna take a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's just gonna take the damage, not gonna.
If she had any bonus AD there, she was gonna do a lot more damage. But
yeah,
sitting on the corrupting pot.
Yeah, this early the Alawi isn't gonna, is gonna still be able to bully around the Aatrox, but not as much as Alawi versus basically any other melee. Aatrox does have the benefit of that healing, so.
Yep, and this is the bot lane of Landsnake is getting into the territory of once they cross that hump, they really got to watch out for Shaco because he can show up right next to the Alistar with no flash.
Yeah, and it does see Nasty Gnome has been back to base twice, and he still only has Boots Machete, so it's kind of a slow start for him as well. He's actually ahead in CS.
Here he comes though.
Yeah.
See if they get aggressive. They do jump behind the Alistar, but they gotta be careful. He's got all his abilities. That Braum running in, he's getting the Braum passive onto the Alistar. They're looking to go towards the Varus. Varus flashes away. Now they're turning towards the Braum. Alistar gets kind of low, but they get out clean.
Yeah.
Really good redirection.
Rito Torchic using his flash there after being pinched by those 3. They seem to split their focus a little in the beginning. Obviously, initially Nasty Gnome did go on to PB Doughboy on the Alistar, but it seemed like as soon as they realized that he was a little too tanky for them to just take down immediately, they started to turn on Rito Torchic, who flashed away, and then after that it seemed like their focus was just a bit split, kind of just hitting both of them. Oh,
Shaco's getting some trouble here. He has no flash. He's just got Ignite. He'd already used his Q Deceive. And he gets pulled back by the Talia. Ignite onto Braum. Let's see if Condom Filler can get his way out of her. He's got no flash. Looks like he gets out clean, but one for nothing trade. Oh, a flash forward towards the Braum. Let's see if he gets the last auto attack, and he does. King Leet. What is that?
Eatloaf.
Eatloaf. I want to say Leetyof.
Leetyof.
God, these names, I swear. I don't know how you guys do it.
And they all just changed their names too, but now Mechanical Reaper and Parallelogram.
Oh, an Aatrox ults in. He's going to have to get the reset. Oh, and he gets the Resurrect onto him. He's now down that, and she lands the Test of Might, is that? Test of Spirit?
Test
something
of Will.
Like
oh!
Flash forward onto the Alawi. Their trading is going to be really close, and Aatrox gets that last heal with his passive.
Oh, that was a very close Mechanical Reaper flashing forward, so confident that he could take him down with the ultimate, but it did not play out for him. Parallelogram did just have enough healing. He has double Doran's blade, so he does have 6% lifesteal in addition to the 20% I believe that he gets in his passive for his E.
And respect to Mechanical Reaper, I saw he buffered his ult into the flash too, so it was really clean looking, but it wasn't quite enough damage yet.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscalculation of that healing from Parallelogram. Parallelogram as well going very aggressive under turret, knowing that he can abuse the World Ender in order to just get in there and then drop aggro and walk out if it.
Never really understood. I realize this game's not realistic, but he becomes untargetable when he resurrects. That's kind of strange, but
yeah, like it really makes sense from a balance perspective because it's like, oh well, if he's untargetable, or if he's targetable, then
right, he's just gonna get nuked again.
Oh, yeah. Mechanical Reaper.
Jesus, that electrocute proc hit for like 380 damage. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is electrocute Aatrox. This isn't, like a grasp or even what's the comet? Yeah, it's not grasp or comet Aatrox. This is electrocute, so it is going for more of those just 1, 2, 3 trades against Mechanical Reaper, and it seems to be working.
Oh,
Whoa!
flash onto the Victor. Let's see if Victor can get his way out. The knockback didn't quite connect with Chain the CC. Victor lands the ult onto the Alistar. He just barely gets away with about 95 HP. Easy kill onto the Victor.
And that is Sheetloaf now with 2 kills and an assist. So he is going to be stacking up pretty heavily on this Vigar so early in the game. 8 minutes and it's already just 15 AP just from those 2 kills and assist. But he also has, of course, the extra from his other spells.
Yeah, respect to PB Doughboy. The second his flash came off cooldown, he'd look to roam and make a play. He better watch out. He's going to get executed. Oh, God.
Yeah. PB Doughboy
he's got
is so
maybe
low.
12 HP left.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to get away. Shaco's in the area. He could jump in and snag a cheeky kill. Oh, the winner's bite on mistakes that Shaco does jump in. He has no way out, though. Brom does have to make a decision to save his jungler. Level 4, and Nasty Gnome made the wrong call there.
But he did.
I don't even think his
the
smite
steal.
was up. Oh, he did?
No, he got it.
Oh my God,
I
I
didn't even see the animation going through, but he did end up getting the steal.
Oh, hashtag worth in all chat for sure.
Yeah, and since it is a Mountain Drake and we are looking at, oh, whoa, Mechanical
we
Reaper!
have another... She's going to have to get some healing off with these tentacles. It's going to be pretty close. She's going to have to bring him down. It's her only way out. And Aatrox gets the last hit with the passive. He heals, like, ridiculously.
Yeah, this healing is really, it's just screwing Mechanical Reaper over.
I think that's the benefit of going into the domination tree. You have Taste of Blood and you have Ravenous Hunter, so every kill that he gets, he's only going to heal more.
Yeah, and it is,
Oh, that minion could save his life if he W'd on the other side. Oh, he tried!
on the other side, but, oh!
Oh, but Alistar headbutts into the wall. Oh my God, he almost got his way out of there. Minion almost saved his life.
Yeah, that was close, but I guess the minion just got caught and he couldn't.
I'm pretty sure he tried to W to it and knocked him back.
Oh,
so,
it just threw him back through the wall.
That would be an all chat.
Shaco.
Gee, damn it, Rito for coding that stupid wall.
He should have just jumped to the wall as coded as minions.
There you go. Also, I guess he could have E'd the wall itself. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
I don't.
Pretty sure you can block the wall with Brom's Unbreakable.
I have never tried that before, but that sounds
I've seen
really
it in
awesome.
the pro game. Yeah, it's awesome. Like, it just stops immediately.
Okay, that's super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Shaco now, even though Aatrox is at 3 solo kills already onto Mechanical Reaper, the rest of his team doesn't seem to be faring that great. Obviously, Braum at 0 and 2, Shaco as well at 0 and 2, and such an early game aggression champion. It's not really paying off so far.
And on the side of blue side, I think they're probably discussing their win condition right now, because 10 minutes early game with the Shaco, who just died again to a Talia,
oh my God.
Not going so well. So I would be saying let's play around the Aatrox. They're gonna go onto the Lucian. He already dashed. They change the corruption and lands on. See if he flashes out. He does. Varus has both thumbs though. Yeah, he's gonna get him here. Just mow him down. Ignite's gonna burn him down here.
Yeah,
General Vici. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was really great. PB Doughboy interrupting General Vici in the middle of his dash. So made sure that that wasn't available, and even though he had Flash, Rito Torchic also had his own, bringing himself in range to deal enough damage for PB Doughboy to then get the kill with his Ignite.
Yep. I believe the Ignite would have burned him down, so I don't think Varus necessarily needed to Flash, but hey, trying to secure that kill.
Yeah, General Vici did also end up burning heal, so that is, basically 2 summoners for 2, but with the AD carry not having either of his summoners. Oh no!
Here comes a 2-man dive onto the Alawi, who just got her ult off, but unfortunately couldn't do enough damage to heal back all of that Aatrox burst. Good lord. Oh, here comes Aatrox. He's looking a little angry, saying, hey, you hit my jungler earlier. I'm now going to hit you. Oh, he dodges the knockback. She has no flash. Let's see if his E comes back up, or W, whatever that ability is. Oh, here comes Vigar with the baby gate. Let's see if he can heal it off. No, just it's put down with the Vigar ult.
As well, Marco Rubio coming in on the bottom end of that fight and picking up Yeetloaf for himself. Ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of Deathcap for Cute.
And that shutdown went on to the Vygar, the late game champion, the late game monster that he will be. Still stacking that AP.
Yeah.
Looking at the scoreboard here, looking at the big fed Vygar who's been roaming all game long.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, a big fed Vygar. He has been roaming all game long, but that also does mean that Marco Rubio is 10 CS up on him. Obviously not nearly enough to offset the 3 kill and assist gap that Sheetloaf has built, but at the same time, having a CS advantage in lane is kind of nice, especially when, you know, Victor can't really roam on his own at this point against such a strong Vygar, so...
Nope. Victor's main priority this game is going to be wave clear duty, so he's going to have to be everywhere where they're grouped. They're looking to 3-man dive the bot lane here of Landsnake. Let's see if they commit to it. I do not believe Dragon's up in a minute. I think that's what they're probably posturing for.
Yeah, Yeetloaf is here. Nasty Gnome also, he is on the Krugs, so it could turn into a 3v3 down here under turret. Oh, that's going to be the engage.
Here comes the dive. Alistar uses the ult to tank some of this turret damage. They're looking to focus the Braum down. Shaco jumps into the backline. They end up getting stunned on the Alistar. They could go for a 1-for-1. Great flash from PB Doughboy. Looks like it's just a 1-for-0 trade for DeathCap for
PB Doughboy getting out on slivers of health. And
he's playing his mind out right now.
Yeah, Nasty Gnome, that, you know, he was 0-3, and it really did show. Oh, whoa, what's Yeetloaf doing?
Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention. It looks like they decided to dive the Lucian onto the... Oh my god,
so
Rito torching.
Aggressive. That was such a beautiful, aggressive tower dive. It was like DeathCap for Cutie hadn't even considered that that was a possibility. Yeetloaf and Torchic juggling tower aggro in a great way in order to keep both of them alive and to pick up both of those kills.
Victor's in some trouble. He knocks him into the stun of the baby gate. Looks like he's going to try to get a 1-for-1 trade. He gets away. Then knock back onto the Tilia to take him down.
But on the other side, Rito Torchic went down to Nasty Gnome. So, he, I mean, Nasty Gnome finally picking something up for himself this game. At the cost of his mid laner. Red team not going to be able to get the dragon off of that, but it's fine, I guess.
I would take that trade too. Oh, looks like the Shaco jumping into level 11. He's got 3 levels on him. Here comes Aatrox. Great use of the stopwatch to see if he can buy him some time. Dashes in to take him out. A shutdown onto the already fed Aatrox. That's going to be their win condition if they have any chance of winning this game.
Yeah, it is 7-12 right now, but 6 of those 7 kills for DeathCap for Cutie are all on the Aatrox. This is a big, scary, world-ending boy. Meanwhile, his lane opponent, Mechanical Reaper, is 0-4. I don't think that's really all that bad, just because Illaoi still just... I mean...
Oh! Chains of Corruption goes wide onto Marco Rubio, who has a nice sidestep on it. He's been dodging a lot of abilities this game.
But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think the 0-4 Mechanical Reaper is as detrimental as Nasty Gnome being 1-4. You know, with a far behind top laner, you can still send them split pushing, and someone's gonna have to go deal with it, whether they are the strongest member or just, you know, even just Marco Rubio going up to stop Mechanical Reaper. Nasty Gnome, on the other hand.
EBW face checking too. I don't think they're going to take a fight unless Aatrox is nearby. Braum ult goes wide onto the Alistar. Alistar gets a nice 3-man pulverize. Look at it, like they're blowing some damage onto the Braum, who gets away with Summoner Heal. Oh, he's just going to get outside the Vygar ult. Victor laying some damage for the wave clear. Looks like they kind of have split decision making here. They got to stick to one champion. Forgot Lucian's ult name.
The Culling.
The Culling, that's right. Oh, she uses the wall to get her way out of there. Alistar saving her life, too. Oh, a stun onto the Shaco. It looks like they're not going to follow that up, though. That was just a nice scrappy fight with nobody dying.
Yeah, Yeetloaf getting away by the skin of his teeth, using that Weaver's Wall, jumping off over the blue buff. Ooh. And even though Corrupting Potion is ticking from Victor, it isn't going to quite take him down. Yeetloaf, Sheetloaf, Condom Filler, Vici, Nasty Gnome, all of them getting away on such low health at the very beginning of this fight. And now
looks like they're looking to siege the outer turret here. Alistar combo onto Victor. Split decision onto the Lucian. Great and breakable to save that damage. Aatrox flashing into the No stopwatch Vigar. Looks like they're going to call it off here. But Aatrox, they just have to play around him. If he dives under tower, they got to dive under tower.
Nasty Gnome so low. He was tanking turret aggro that whole fight. No one was really focusing him because of Parallelogram. So threatening on that Aatrox and diving Sheetloaf under tower with the World Ender up.
Aatrox is 100% going to have to 1v9 this game.
Yeah, it seems like it basically seemed like in that fight, you know, General Vici and Condom Filler on the backside, Marco Rubio throwing some skills, but then you just had Parallelogram versus the entirety of Landsneck under the outer turret.
The second he pops that world-ending ultimate, he's gonna. Oh, here comes a Hex Flash. Oh,
just goes sideways.
Just using it because he can. Yeah, the second Aatrox pops his ult, they're gonna have to back up and kite it out because they can not get anywhere near this guy. Good thing on the red side is that all their kills are spaced out, so they all are probably hitting their item spikes right around now.
Yeah, Rito Torchic looks like he is going for a seal right now, which means that's probably going to be the Root Dance Hurricane. Once he gets that, he should be able to really tear into the side of Deathcap for Cutie, but I don't know how much he can do if Aatrox like dives the rest of his team. Can he provide the DPS to burn down that Aatrox all on his own?
Luckily, they have an Alistar who can headbutt that guy away from him, so Alistar's job is to stand right on top of Varus at all times.
Yeah, having the peel away, that's going to be PB Doughboy's job in this game. So, now, with Baron coming up in about 30 seconds, looks like Sneck is going to try and go for the Rift Herald. They do have 20 seconds left before it despawns at 1955.
I'm pretty sure it despawns. Oh yeah, 1955. Yeah, 5 seconds.
If you've started it, it does despawn 5 seconds before. But it
got a flash away from on Talia too. That's a flash down on the enemy jungler. The other jungler.
Parallelogram is here.
Oh, a great baby gate stuns both of the tanks. Aatrox has to pop the World Ender to keep himself alive. Braum has to get out. He's going to get Chains of Corruption as well. Looks like they're going to hard focus this Aatrox, who is going to get shut down onto on King Yeetloaf.
Yeah, a great. It was a ballsy try for the Rift Herald there by Sneck, but then
Alistar combos onto the Victor. Unbreakable trying to buy him some time to get him his way out. But diving the backline, Alawi's here. Now taking out the carries. Instead of hitting turrets, they just want to fight all game long.
Yeah, Landsneck has seen their win condition. It is once Aatrox is out of the way, we just roll the rest of their team. And after taking down Parallelogram outside that Rift Herald, now you just see the aggression coming out for Landsneck. They are not stopping, pushing down into this into this mid inner turret. Even though Nasty Gnome is still on the backside.
Nasty Gnome, see which decision he goes for. He decides to just kind of roam his way out saying, hey guys.
Yeah, I think he realized as soon as he got, right between Torchic and Sheetloaf, there's like, oh boy, if I attack either of them, I'm in a bad place.
Yep.
So we do have a dragon coming up in 45 seconds. Let me check what that dragon is. It is going to be an ocean. So we do have DFC with 2 dragons right now, the mountain and the ocean. The second ocean would be a pretty good thing for them. Marco Rubio and General Vici, both of them very good at clearing waves. So they should be pretty good at sieging, especially with Parallelogram being able to split push so effectively on that very strong Aatrox.
Right. Let's see if Aatrox... Oh, they're going to look to combo him, too. He has to pop the ult to buy himself some time. He's going to have to get onto the Varus. This is his only way out of this. Let's see if he can get at least a 1-for-1 trade. No, they're just going to burst him down under tower.
He has the full World Ender stack, though. Okay. Just going to
and then the headbutt. Great work from PB Doughboy to kite that out. Oh, and Lucian's going to have to dash out. Yep, he's going to have to flash out of the baby gate to keep himself alive. General Vici does a full combo onto the King Yeetloaf. Great flash to buy himself some time. Shaco gets the shutdown. Unbreakable Winner's Bite is landed onto the Vigar here.
Yeah, Yeetloaf moving a little far forward, not expecting Nasty Gnome and Condom Filler to both be there to stop the ADC. They don't have... Landsneck, rather, does not have that much vision in the bot side, especially in that red side jungle down there. But
Combo onto Braum. Let's see if Condom Filler can find a ways out. He has no one to the W2. Walking directly into the enemy AD carry. Alawi getting the shutdown onto Braum. Not shutdown, but the kill.
yeah, and now Lanceneck with the Braum down and Parallelogram still coming back to lane. They're going to try and take down this turret before he can get there.
Easy inner turret for the side of Lanceneck. Looks like they could be looking to do Baron right now. Maybe at least a bait or at least clear some vision. There's a lot of blue pink wards I see around the area.
Yeah, right up until now, Lanceneck has not had that much vision around the objectives. Or at least they haven't been specifically controlling it for how far ahead they are right now.
Change the corruption goes wide. Here comes the Hex Flash from Alistar. And then looks like they couldn't get that pick onto the Aatrox. Aatrox this is a dream scenario for him. They are all in front of him in a nice little pit. Let's see if he decides to go for the 1v5 situation. He gets headbutted out. Here comes Parallelogram. He's onto the backline. Let's see if they can get that Varus. A huge knock-up onto the backline of Lanceneck. Oh, a nice headbutt to keep Parallelogram alive. Let's see if they can burst him down, and they do. That's a free Baron for Lanceneck. Let's see if they turn onto it, if they go for the inhibitor.
Yeah, Nasty Gnome was not in that fight. He was taking that Ocean Dragon on the bot side of the map. Lanceneck saw that and knew that they could start the Baron and force a fight, which they then pretty easily won.
Ooh,
but
nice
Nasty
shoot.
Gnome, here in the backside, he is going to have to go for the Godsteel. His smite just coming up, but he's caught now.
Oh, he just burst down by King Yeetloaf. I was going to say, are we going to see our team or enemy team Shaco? Looks like it's on our team Shaco.
Yeah, so now with
No
Nasty
flame.
Gnome dead, Parallelogram is coming up soon, and it looks like Deathcap for Cutie will be regrouping shortly. So Lanceneck just backs off, decides to take the 4 kills, I believe, that they got in that fight, and just run with it.
Yeah, I think in this situation, since Aatrox isn't as fed anymore, and a lot of the enemy carries on the opposite end of Aatrox are kind of fed, he's going to have to go back to splitting, because I think he can take a 1v1 situation against the Alawi at this point.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I were Parallelogram, I would take that every single day of the week.
Right.
Even
see what kind of pressure he can draw away from the Baron pick, because right now they could easily burst it down with a Varus and a Leah.
Yeah, the problem here is, I mean, obviously the minion wave's crashing. That turret will be gone on the outer top side very soon. But, really, mid lane is the place to go if you want to take a turret. But here we have
they're onto the Varus. He doesn't have flash. He into the gravity field. He's shut down by the Aatrox. Aatrox in the back line. He's looking to focus the Talia. Braum in there with him to try to save his life. A lot of damage coming out of this Aatrox. He's going to be resurrected. He's probably going to get pulverized here to get killed. Talia takes it down. Oh, a nice Baitigate Alistar combo. Let's see if Victor can get his way out of here. He's still got Summoner Heal. Oh, it's a triple kill from King Yeetloaf. He's really come in and clutch in these late game team fights. A nice Alistar combo. Oh, he's going to get gunned down by Lucian. That's a huge shutdown. I think he got like $800 there.
Yeah, it
on
was
to King Michi.
It was 2 kills, so I think that's a 450.
Oh, it doesn't take assists into consideration?
Oh yeah, actually it might.
Yeah,
No,
16
it might,
assists.
Yeah, so 16 assists. That is a very large. Alistar bounty. But they do take the fight. Sneck takes the fight. 3 for 2.
Dashing out into Leah. Let's see if he can get the Blade of the Rune King proc. That would have slowed her. Looks like she's going to get out. She's very quick near the walls. Looks like she's just going to say, screw it, I'm out of here. Yeah, oh, she probably saw the Aatrox TP. Yep.
He's going to be slowed down, but he knocks up.
Why did she BM at the back? $800 onto the Aatrox. He doesn't have ult. I say hashtag worth in L chat for Parallelogram for sure.
Yeah, with the 800 going to be worth much more than the 450 that Rito, Torchic, and Sheetloaf get. So, okay.
I disagree with the rotations they have are going right now. They have Victor in the bot lane, who is much more of a team fighting. I feel like Aatrox really just needs to split. Get some pressure away from the Baron.
Yeah, I am questioning why Victor is down there right now. It's not like I don't know if there was a giant wave down there. I think he is the best person.
Ooh, Chains of Corruption goes wide.
Yeah, Torchic has been
1
missing
for 5
these,
for this game,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he has been missing a lot of these Chains of Corruption. Just throwing them out there to try and start off the fight with a pick, but he has been much better at using them defensively.
Generally what you want to save it for anyway,
yeah,
especially against an Aatrox.
Especially when, yeah, Parallelogram is jumping on him.
See, nobody's bot lane right now. If I was Parallelogram, if you're going to try to carry this game, head down there, see if you can get 2 or 3 people away from the Baron, and then have your team just kite out Baron. You have someone who can go invisible with the smite.
I agree, except for one point. Parallelogram doesn't have teleport, and his teleport is on a longer cooldown right now than both Mechanical Reaper and King Sheetloaf. So if he goes bot, I think Landsnack right now are in a position to just take this Baron and win a 4v5. Like, you know, they may lose an inner turret, but it's completely worth it compared to a Baron and, you know, what is probably a 4 for nothing team fight.
Yep. I guess the thing that Deathcap for Cutie has going for him, they do have 3 elemental drakes. They could stall us out till Elder. Brahm's caught. I don't think he's going to Breakable's going to save his life here, but it does actually. I think he tanked. No, Vicar held onto his ult there.
Yeah, Sheetloaf knowing that he probably, you know, that he probably had the Unbreakable. I think he just held on to it and let him let him throw it out there and get out of there. Knowing that he had to back off and knowing that, again, they would have complete control over this Baron at this point.
Looks like they're going to start at least baiting Baron. They haven't started it quite yet, but they do have that Scuttle Shrine right there to give them slight vision. I don't think...
They're basically
they're
death pushing here.
Aatrox going to start the fight. He's going to have to pop his world in there. He gets it off here. He's going to resurrect. Where is his team? Where is his team? Victor ult onto the Alistar. He's taking a lot of damage. So is Braum. Braum gets taken down by the Primordial Burst, I believe.
Yep, Primordial Burst.
Coling off to the side here. Oh, Victor gets taken down by the baby gate there. Oh, Shaco tries to take out the burn. Nope. I think he, the Guardian. Nope, he doesn't have Guardian.
Going to use the heal for safekeeping, but they handily win the team fight 3-1, or 3-0. Aatrox did not end up dying after being bursted out so early, but Red Team is going to take the Baron, and Landsnack are in a commanding 10,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I'm really liking the play out of the King Sheetloaf. He's hit some really nice stuns in the late half of the fights. After Aatrox has blown his resurrection, he's almost always faced into a baby gate.
Yeah, Sheetloaf has been doing a pretty good job of locking down, especially Parallelogram. Again, this has been Sneck's condition all game. Make sure Parallelogram can't kill our carries. And Sheetloaf and PB Doughboy, as well as Rito Torchic with the Chain of Corruption, have been great at locking him down and making sure that he can't do anything after he just jumps in there.
Completely agree. It's Elemental Drake onto the side of Landsnake. Just a Wind Drake, not too bad of a situation, but they still have the Baron buff for about probably a minute 45, so they're looking to siege the inner bot lane here.
Yeah, and with 2 members, it's actually a 4v5 right now with all of Deathcap for Cutie here, but I don't think Landsnack cares. I don't think it matters for them. Yeetloaf is going to be here shortly, and they're strong enough to hold off until he gets there.
Yep, looks like they're just going to let the Siege Minion do a little damage here, a little chip damage. Parallelogram looking for a way. Baby Gate's down. They might look for an engage here.
I want to point out Weaver's Wall is down, so Yeetloaf would have to manually walk all the way. He can't just use the ultimate to get into the fight.
Siege Minion just doing some work in the backline. MVP for Landsnack. Taking down the inhibitor turret. There it goes.
Oh!
Lucian, a great pulverize from PB Doughboy. He's tanking a lot of damage here. Parallelogram tries to get into the backline, but not a whole lot of health bars are going down on the side of Landsnake. They take down that once fed Aatrox, looking to win the game too.
Yeah, they look like they're going to take it down with only 2 members left on Deathcap for Cutie. They're going to keep them back into the fountain.
Dive a Primordial Burst onto the Shaco. That's just BM right there.
And now 4 members on this final Nexus turret waiting for the minion wave to crash. They're going to have to take out this inhibitor to do it first.
I think they got to hear this. Still 15 seconds on the side of Victor.
Yeah,
looks like they're in a hard focus in Nexus. Ooh, they're going to try to give Vici DC. And there he goes, shut down onto the Vigar here. Great game from Landsnake. MVP, in my opinion, I think goes to the PB Doughboy. You've had a hell of a game on Alistar.
PB Doughboy definitely was one of the 2 candidates, I feel. Yeetloaf with such early aggression did, I think he did put himself in contention for the MVP of that game. Just making sure that the bot side of the map was, just way stronger, able to take on Parallelogram.
I agree.
So, with that first game done, we will be back in 5 minutes with Return of the Middle Sticks versus Unlucky Retribution. So, thank you for watching, and don't go anywhere. Sorry, my inner weeb is coming out. Uh, we are back, and we are about to hop into the second game as soon as I remember to get these names changed. And there we go. We are in for the game between Return of the Middle Sticks and Unlucky Retribution.
I was saying, finally, some names I can actually pronounce this game. I'm in.
It's good. So,
give me a go down blue.
Yeah, sure.
On the blue side, we have the infamous Return of the Middle Sticks. Liposuction lane on Maokai top. Tindy's 2 on Nidalee support, or Nidalee jungle. Demon Print on Corki mid. FOTC 4-shot on Varus. And bot lane Kazekage on.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have the red side, Unlucky Retribution. Player John on top lane, Scion, Dr. Wildy playing the Skarner in the jungle, DK bringing out the Aurelian Soul, and in the bot lane we have Tien-Sama and Gavi playing Jinx and Pyke.
Yeah, they're going to be Jinx and Pyke this game. I'm not saying Tien-Sama. Sorry, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get to the point where I can say names like that, but I don't know about that.
He's just gotta practice saying into the mirror, Tien-Sama. Tien-Sama.
And then he'll change his name next week like those other dudes. So it's,
yeah, see, everyone just, as soon as you finally get the name down, they change their name.
Yep. So we've got some early aggression onto the Nidalee. He's going to start blue buff. Tindy's 2 opting for maybe even a blue into enemy red.
Yeah, so two interesting picks this game. Obviously the Nidalee, and then to a lesser degree the Aurelian Soul. You don't see that much Nidalee anymore. She's kind of fallen out of favor of the meta.
Yep.
But
the Aurelian Soul playing the early game, really smart. I'm a mid laner myself, and that's how you play that champion. Is you keep the enemy shoved and you just roam a lot with your E. Some early level 1 aggression with the Maokai. Spear's a little bit short. Let's see if they can continue that aggression. Yep, she's going towards the enemy red buff.
And the bot lane here, we do have Varus, Tahm Kench versus Jinx Pyke. Oh, it's going to be a little bit of aggression.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dr. Decay. It's Doctor, right?
It's DC.
DC, and my screen's a little blurry. I'm going to call him Dr. Decay. That's kind of cool, too.
That's what Corey always called him.
Dr. Wily, Dr. Decay makes sense to me.
Yep. The Doctor duo. But this bot lane, it's basically engage versus disengage, with the Tahm Kench and the Pyke kind of defining how these lanes are, how this bot lane is going to be played. I feel like we're gonna get just a repeat loop of Pyke pulls someone, Tahm Kench swallows someone, they take Tahm Kench to really low, and then he's look, there we go.
Well, actually, we're seeing some aggression from the Tahm Kench onto the Pyke. He's got the Flash Devour. Got the Ignite on. He's going to have to flash. Ignite burns down Gavi. Gavi is, Tien-Sama trying to trade something back who doesn't have heal, so got to be careful with the Tahm Kench standing right next to the Varus.
Wow, the immediate pull the trigger. Kazekage flashes forward and swallows Gavi. I know that these two bot lanes have a little bit of rivalry, a little bit of beef to squash, and it looks like Kazekage going to take the first hit at squashing it in his favor.
Yeah, Kazekage heard what you said about being passive, so he's like, no, I can be aggressive on Tahm Kench.
I'm sorry, did you say passive? No, that's not me.
Nope. And I've seen a lot of Tahm Kenches in my games who are trolling, and they'll be aggressive rather than sit in the backline with me.
Yeah, but that was certainly not trolling. He did, Kazekage did end up getting the kill, but I don't think it really matters that much because it's still a kill, it's still lane pressure, and Jinx didn't get anything through that.
Looking like an interesting lane freeze here up from Liposuction lane. He's just trying to keep the wave in front of him, maybe get a gank from Nidalee. But unfortunately, Nidalee's going to find that his blue side jungle has been taken by Dr. Wily. Twisted advance onto the Scion. He's getting kind of low here. He's got to be careful. He's got a giant wave in front of him. It's not worth dying here.
Yeah, he does have his passive back, I believe. So Liposuction lane, yep, there he goes. Heals a little bit, but it's not that strong at the early game stages. Or at least this early in the game. You know, the 4 or 5 minute.
You can see Skarner pathing to the top lane. I think he's maybe looking for a dive, but no, he's doing his Krugs. He gets extremely low. Great hold on to the flash there. I would have flashed for sure.
Yeah, and earlier he had twisting advanced into player John and then walked behind him. It looked like he had considered, you know, twisting advancing behind him and then bramble smashing him into the turret.
Looks like they're being aggressive on attendees too. He's in some trouble here. He has to flash out, but Dr. Wily still got flash. He gets the stun onto it. Scion with the decimating smash. Player John with the that's not first blood. Second kill onto
Second blood.
Silver blood.
Silver blood, not gold blood.
Oh, full decimating smash, doing a lot of damage already.
Yeah, Tendy's overcommitting to try and take down player John as Dr. Wildy comes in, counter ganking as it were, doing a great job there, making sure that player John stays ahead in this lane against liposuction. They actually are even on CS, so I shouldn't say stays ahead, but gets ahead.
One thing I need to see from this Aurelian Soul as a mid laner myself is he has to keep that lane shove, he has to roam bot. I realize there's a Tom Kinch here, but you got to get something going for your Jinx here.
Yeah, especially now that the level 6s are up. Aurelian Soul going to have that Voice of Light. It's going to be much stronger, I'll say, than the Corki Missile Barrage, just because at early levels, Demon Print will be so mana starved if he tries to use those, you know, like a regular Corki.
Yep. Corki's going to scale out of control, so
yeah,
you got to get something going in the early game.
You got to get your hyper-scaling Jinx going with him.
Yep. Right, charging a Q onto the Varus, yep, but as we expected.
Yep.
Eat and repeat.
There we go, eat and repeat. So, yeah, basically this game is going to be Demon Print scaling normally, you know, Corki's normal scaling being pretty wild. But Tendy's, I think, is going to... Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for the Skirmisher Saber, so that would suggest more of a, like, bruisery jump in and fight build, rather than, like, you know, you'd want Stalker's Blade with the Chilling Smite for, for a nuking build.
Yep, I agree. I think both comps are pretty heavily in the team fight.
Yes.
Oh, the giant star does go wide. I don't really even know the name of the Q. I'm just gonna call it the star.
The star. We're all stars here.
Looks like they're being aggressive onto the Jinx, who gets pretty low. He walks right into the traps, but eat and repeat saves his life again. We're gonna get some more damage down on the Gavi. He is down, and I think Tom Kinch knows it.
Yeah, going to have to use the deep water dive to get away. No summoners burned for the bot lane of Unlucky Retribution, however. Kazekage did use his Ignite. So... Oh, but the Irelian Soul is here.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Devour is down, and that's why he's not used it yet. TP from Liposuction lane is a disengage, but here comes Skarner. A great Devour to save his AD carry's life.
Demon Print pulled into
getting some damage onto Gavi. Yep. Spear lands onto Dr. Wily, but she's going to face tank a star. Dr. Decay, or DC Decay, is pretty low on mana, though. Oh, here comes an aggressive Tom Kinch. Looks like they're trying to go onto the Skarner. Let's see if they can get a spear onto the Aurelian Soul. They're diving the Aurelian Soul. It gets pretty low. 20 HP. Correct. Change of Corruption comes wide from our FOT 4-shot. FOTC. I apologize.
And they end up getting both kills. Fourth shot finishing off Dr. Wildy with the Chains of Corruption, and then using that bounce to catch DCDK and finish him off as well. A great extended chase and team fight there from Return of the Middlesticks.
Right, really good shot calling from Tom Kinch. He did not hesitate to go behind them and try to get that kill, and it ended up working out.
Yeah. So, and bringing with him Demon Print rather than Fourth Shot. Obviously, Demon Print with the Valkyrie will have more of a chance of chasing them down than Fourth Shot, he did have his flash, but, you know, he doesn't have any built-in gap closers in order to chase down the Skarner and the Aurelian Soul.
Right. So really good early game from Return to the Middlesticks so far. They're playing their lanes pretty well. If they continue this scaling, I believe Corki's going to take over this game soon.
Yeah, I think Corki does have a very strong chance of taking over this game, making sure that he pokes out all of the other members, you know, that they can't really stand up to him. I think he will be assisted pretty wonderfully by Fourth Shot, just being able to put out that DPS rather than the you know, sort of just nuking, the repeated nuking that Corki does.
One thing that I wish they had more of, I realize they got a Tom Kench to save both the AD carries' lives. They don't have a whole lot of upfront CC. You have Maokai in the top lane, no stun from your jungler, no stun from your mid laner, only one stun, which is an ultimate from your AD carry, and then the only CC that Tom Kench has is going to be used to save people's lives. So,
yeah, or he does.
However, on the other side of Unlucky Retribution, they have all of them stun. Oh, change of corruption goes onto the Jinx. They're going to try to hard focus her down. The tick of the ignite could take her down. Gabby's in some trouble though. He has the ultimate.
Oh!
He just saves his. Oh, it does not save his life. FOTC is now down. Looking like both supports got a kill in that situation.
Yeah, Gavi going, not actually going to get the kill with his death from below. So Tien-sama only gets 150 gold for that rather than the full 300 gold. That does mean that Fourth Shot is still going to be significantly further ahead in this lane.
Here comes the Aurelion Soul. He has to clear that pink ward, but it's not worth it. He's got Skarner on the backside here. The great use of the package there from Demon trying to get away.
Yeah, and now that the package is down, I think DCDK is going to have to start thinking about roaming harder right now. Corki losing a lot of his engaged potential with the package down, but DCDK still has that Zoomy Dragon ability. I don't know what it's called, but you know, he has that in order to get to either of his side lanes.
Zoomy Dragon, I'm pretty sure is the technical term for it.
Okay,
for sure.
so, yeah, Zoomy Dragon is I'm pretty sure that's what the developers called it.
Currently, Corki's sitting on 2/3 of his Triforce, so he's a ticking time bomb. He's CCing out of his mind right now, too. So he's going to have the Triforce, I think, on his next back. So once he gets that, I think they just go straight to team fighting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, once he has his Triforce, you know, you already do have Tendies 2 with the Runic Echoes on. Fourth Shot having finished his Blade of the Ruin King. Oh!
That's a great decision to hook back the Tom Kench, who was forced to eat. Suppress onto the Varus here. FOTC is in some trouble. He's going to get taken down by the Jinx. Tien-sama going crazy in these fights. He's getting reset after reset. Let's see if he gets another one. Oh my god, and he gets the shutdown onto the Tom Kench, who does 600 gold onto the Jinx.
And that's going to be the Rift Herald being popped for Unlucky Retribution. They're going to throw that down in the bottom lane, and I think they're going to just get first turret here.
Yep, and that Jinx just got paid on that shutdown, and she's going to get paid on the first turret too. So she's going to go back, probably grab a Storm Razor, and be an issue as well.
Yeah, looking at the gold right now, Jinx sitting on 2,800 gold. That is enough for her Storm Razor. She can just finish it right now.
Yep, and the boots too. She's hit a nice little spike for herself, so she's going to have to be the carry in these team fights, but Cyanote coming down from this river. Demon Prince gonna have to be careful. He's running right into it.
Ooh, Demon Prince going
Valkyrie
to
dodge. Candies 2 gets stunned under tower. She's gonna get out. Player John, pretty tanky though. He looks like a dive. Tried to flash over the kitty cats, I'm pretty sure. Player John in some trouble. He's gonna go into his passive right now. He's gonna do some work onto Liposuction Lane, who gets eaten by bot lane Kazakage.
Yeah, that's just going to be the one kill onto Player John, overcommitting a little hard, going under turret, and with Liposuction Lane there, able to CC him up. The rest of Return of the Middle Sticks had enough damage to take down the Scion.
Yep, and now both win conditions for both teams have been pretty cut and dry right now. You got Corki is going to be the late game carry, and Jinx on the red side as well. So
yeah,
definitely keep an eye out on both carries in these team fights.
Yeah, and I don't think the impact of the Varus can be mitigated like that. Even though he isn't like, you know, Corki levels of just blowing up the enemy team, he is still going to be outputting tons of damage. So it's going to be a fairly one-sided team fight, I think, for Return to the Middle Sticks if Unlucky Retribution can't lock down the mid and bot lane carries.
I agree. Flash down onto the Tom Kench here. Gonna be in some trouble next time his AD carry gets caught. Looking like they're gonna try to contest for the Skull Crab. Change of corruption onto the Skarner, who's probably just gonna turn and what is this Skarner ult called?
Impale.
Impale. That's right. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah,
Impale.
it's a kind of strange one. It doesn't have like a cool name or anything. It's just Impale.
Yeah, I think his other abilities have some really cool names, but not that one.
Yeah, there's like Crystal Slash and I mean Crystal Slash is the cool one.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the other one's called Crystal Shield. So. A lot of crystal stuff.
Yeah, I mean he is like Crystal Scorpion.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Blue buff gonna be taken by Dr. Wily here, or no, DC Decay.
Yeah, Return of the Middle Six going to get their second dragon. So now with the mountain and with the cloud, they're going to be this much better at rotating and taking these turrets. They're already pretty good with Force Shot and Demon Print.
Ooh, Valkyrie onto the Arena Soul. He has to flash over to the wall into the Raptor Pit. Nice sidestep on the big one Rocket. He might live here. Red buff ticking down. He gets taken down by Tendisu. Tendisu jumps onto Gabby on Pyke. Pyke gets ignited and taken down into his tower. Great devour from bot lane Kazakage to save the jungler.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy seemingly not knowing that you can devour out of a suppression. It's basically like, you know, any CC. If you can CC, or if you can interrupt that channel, then you can stop.
That's a feels bad as somebody who really enjoys Tahm Kench. Or no, I'm sorry, Skarner. I think Skarner's a great champion, but a lot of his crap gets countered by almost everything.
Yeah,
oh, they're gonna look like they're gonna dive onto player John, who's pretty low. He's gonna get taken into his passive. He's gonna have to do some work in zombie mode here. He's hitting it. Oh, bot lane Kazakage doing his job to keep people alive. They're flashing onto the Varus. He gets pretty low. Pyke diving into the back lane, takes him out. Here comes Jinx. She's getting some resets. She's getting some resets to see if she keeps going. Discord just froze for me.
Okay, and now we have. Oh, it's just going to be the fight. Unlucky Retribution now with the kill onto Fourth Shot, even though they lost 2 members. That's gonna be
a spear lands onto Jinx. Jinx has to flash away. She has no heal. Pyke is gonna have to deep wide dive out of there. Deep wide dive? What did I just say? Deep water dive.
You didn't make any mistakes. Let's go with
that.
that.
It froze for me and like halfway through the team play. I apologize.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough. But no, basically after that, nothing really happened all that much. Unlucky Retribution going in for the tower, even though they were at a man disadvantage. Tendies came in and yeah, I mean, Tendies came in from the back, forced the rest of Unlucky Retribution away, and Tien-Sama did end up burning Flash in that skirmish with that included Tendies. So
yep. The hard carry from Tahm Kench is real right now. He's 5-1-5. He might as well just go top lane and put Maokai on support here.
Yeah, move over liposuction lane. You've got a new top lane tank.
I think that's completely fine too. A lot of gold on a Tahm Kench, who is already inherently tanky, so he just buys more tank stats. He's going to take a lot of damage here soon.
Yeah, he's going to be a lot better at tanking so much damage, and as well, the more cooldown reduction items he gets, he will be that much better at you know, at saving his teammates. That Devour is going to be on a shorter and shorter cooldown.
Skarner trying to get aggressive, seeing if he can impale the Corki. Corki getting some side damage onto the Pyke, who's probably going to heal it up when he's invisible. Yep. Tendi's spear goes wide.
This Pyke has been a little disappointing. He hasn't been able to get those pulls in, those picks that we really need to see if his team is going to succeed. You know, Jinx can carry the game, but she does need a delivery system.
Stun onto the Varus, who has to flash away into the Tahm Kench's mouth. Aurelion Soul doing some damage here, but he's going to get... Nope, he does not get taken out. He lives in the back end there. A lot of upfront fights going on here. Looks like the Jinx is just trying to get a reset off of the Maokai. Maokai is going to have to escape. Liposuction lane is running for his life. Running for his life. Oh, the Pyke hook just goes wide. Nidalee finds a wild Jinx who's hiding at her mind out. She gets the shutdown. She might live here. What kind of summoners we have? Great flash. Pyke's going to get the shutdown there. I think everyone's going to get paid off that.
Yeah, death from below. The credit going over to player John. He's going to be the one who gets the 450 gold from that shutdown.
Pyke hook goes wide on the Tahm Kench, who now is looking to be aggressive onto player John. Blade of the Rune King proc onto him. The tick might take him down. Flash from Tahm Kench away from the star. Back and forth fights in the mid lane. It's an ARAM.
Yeah, and now Tien-Sama finally back up. Tendi still has 10 seconds to go. With 20 seconds until the Baron comes up, I want to see if either of these teams go for it. Obviously, Return of the Middle Sticks in a better place to do it. They have more map pressure, 3 towers down, and they do have the Mountain Drake on top of that 4,500 gold lead. But it still seems like anyone's game as long as Unlucky Retribution can pick these fights correctly.
I agree, yeah. A big thing here is the lack of damage coming out of the mid lane on the side of Unlucky Retribution. I thought the Aurelion Soul was doing a lot of damage, but it was actually the Jinx Rockets going wide, left and right.
Yeah, she does have her rapid fire cannon now. I am interested to see whether she goes for the Infinity Edge or the Runan's Hurricane next. Obviously, Infinity Edge going to be more straight upfront damage, whereas Runan's Hurricane is more team fighting crit that's going to, you know, do more in terms of taking down these squishies.
Yep, as far as upfront damage, you clearly can't look past Corki and Varus, who have 2 beefy tanks on the side of Maokai and Tom Kenchu gonna stand right in front of them, let them go to work.
Yeah, and now it looks like clearing out vision in the Baron. That's going to be Return of the Middle Sticks clearing the vision there, asserting their dominance and flexing some of that gold lead. But the dragon is coming up now. That's going to be an Ocean Drake.
And both of these comps are straight up team fight comps, so we're going to see who can utilize them the best. But I'm thinking, yep, Return of the Middle Six are just going to burn that thing down the second it spawns.
Yeah, Unlucky Retribution not really in a position to take the Baron. They would have to clear out vision.
Ooh, Change the Corruption goes wide on the Pyke. Here comes TP from the player John in the backside. Impale onto the Tom Kenchu, gets shut down by Pyke. Looks like they're going to try to do unstoppable charge onto the Corki, who dashes away. Liposuction Lane has to W onto the... Oh, Pyke doing a little work here. He's getting the resets. He dodges off to the side, gets shut down by the Varus. Ooh, nice. That's very close fight.
Yeah, that's going to be a 2-for-1, and with both of those being Pyke death from below kills, it's basically a 4-for-1 in terms of gold. You're going to see that gold lead close by about... it closes by about 1,500 gold just from 2 kills and a turret. Now,
great job from Dr. Wily, just saying, screw trying to get anyone else. I'm just going to kill this Tom Kench. Finds him, picks him off, and then Chains of Corruption goes wide, so there wasn't a lot of CC available. 1v1 fight from the jungler. Cindy dives in. It's a pretty tanky spawner. Oh, and here comes another one. He gets the kill. The spear goes wide. Actually, Dr. Wily lives, flashes in. Oh, no, actually, that was a DC Decay that flashed with the star. It hit him last second.
Yeah, Dr. Wildy and DC Decay, both of them flashing away from the Tendies, but they managed to get the kill. I want to point out, Dr. Wildy actually killed him while he was in the jump animation, because otherwise he would have died.
Does he have ultimate available? I can't see because of Discord. And he does not.
No, he did not.
Yeah, red side's top laner is like covered by your icon, so I have no idea.
Oh, it's my bad, I guess.
No, it's not your fault. It's just like, damn it, can't see.
Yeah, so player John, he actually did have ultimate, but you know, he died too fast, so.
Unfortunate. I would have just ultimate straight into the Nexus and said, screw this, I'm gonna get executed.
You gotta do the that Reddit strat.
TP. Oh yeah, I've seen that. TP from, looks like it's, I think it was Demon Print. They're gonna try to burn down the Baron here. Aurelion Soul off of the back line. He's probably charging up a star right now. Let's see if he brings it in. Oh god. Oh my god, Pyke just got deleted by a Corki. Corki diving into Dr. Wily. Then Dr. Wily gets taken down. Flash forward by Liposuction Lane. Gonna take down DC Decay. Jinx trying to do her best to get at least one reset for herself. Oh my god, and Tendies lives with 2 HP. Oh, Tendies too, face checking the sign, who gets just demolished, literally.
They do end up trading 3-for-1. Unlucky Retribution only has Tiansama and player John still on the map, but Return of the Middle Sticks is down a jungler, so I don't think they'll be able to take this safely, especially with Gavi coming back up, having that death from below in order to pick off low members of Middle Sticks. So they're going to have to rotate back here. This has been a fairly eventful game. There hasn't been all that much like split pushing sort of rotation-focused gameplay. It's just more of dance around until someone gets caught.
Yep, it looks like just a straight up and down ARAM in the Summoner's Rift. If you look at the spray chart, I'm sure for all kills, it's all around
All
the
over
Baron
the
Pit,
place.
Dragon Pit, and then all throughout the mid lane.
Yeah.
So, looking at the builds here, looks like Corki's going to be going towards the IE. That's probably going to be coming up soon. Varus going on the on-hit build as usual. Jinx still sitting on her BF sword, hasn't quite got the IE yet. Both the tanks going for the classic tank builds, and Skarner just trying to get tanky as well.
Yeah, and so obviously the big difference here is in the mid and jungle. Look at that, 4, 4, and 4 for Tendies 2, 4, 0, and 9 for Demon Print. Meanwhile, on the side of Unlucky Retribution, the jungler and mid laner are 1, 3, 6, and 0, 3, 5 respectively. So that is where the big difference in these teams is coming from, and I want to see if Tendies and Demon Print will show up big in this upcoming team fight.
Unstoppable Force coming into the backline, hits the Tom Kitch. He's only hit the tanks though, he has to flash out. Jinx doing a lot of damage here with the backline. She's got some nice rockets. She does get stunned out by the... Oh no, Tom Kinch is already down, so there's no one to save these carries though. Jinx is just going wild. Pyke is getting resets as well. Resets after resets. They have to back out. ROTM is going to have to back out and look to reset here. Oh, Demon Print with a short Valkyrie. He has no Valkyrie available, no Flash available. He's going to get stunned and killed by the Pyke here. If I were on the side of Unlucky Retribution, I'd be looking towards that Baron.
This Pyke is doing so much work for Unlucky Retribution's gold deficit, as well as their regular team fights.
Tendies 2 is going to have to at least get a trade kill if he dies. Oh, Tendies 2 is on the wrong side of the Summoner's Rift right now.
Oh, wow. We saw that. I said, Demon Print, are you going to be able to... Oh, Gavi!
Oh my god, so much upfront damage onto the Pyke. She's going to have to change into Cougar and get her way out. She takes a blast going. Oh, a nice sidestep from the... What's the rocket called again?
Super Mega Death Rocket, but the Voice of Light not going to be enough to kill her. It looks like Tendies might be getting out.
She's pouncing her way out. I don't think she's going to have enough, though. Predator available for Dr. Wily. But no, looks like they're going to go back and maybe just try to stop any aggression onto the Jinx here.
Cares about these objectives. We just want to see these fights. So that was a 3 for 2 when all was said and done. Gavi taking 2 of the kills for himself, but giving over kill credit to 2 other members of his team.
Oh, change of corruption onto the Skarner, who's going to get bursted down with the Ignite. Actually, no, the Crystal Shield saves his life. Looks like the tank is taking a lot of, Player John taking a lot of damage from the Varus. Pyke trying to take down the Varus. He does do that without the ultimate. A stun onto the Walt laner. Oh no, Kazekage. Kazekage pretty low. Looks like they're going to try to chase him down. There's a lot of different fights going on in this jungle here. Player John taking a lot of damage here, trying to get some help from his team. Aurelian Soul going to escort him out. Ooh, tanks a full distance spear.
And Kazekage comes into the backside of that fight just to round it out. They're going to go for the dragon. So if you were not able to follow that last fight, there was the fight up front where Player John and Gavi were going in on 4th shot, and I believe that was Liposuction lane. But in the backside around that red buff pit, it was Dr. Wildy running, and then Tien Sama and DCDK fighting against Tendies and Demon Print. Demon Print actually came over the wall and killed both Tien Sama and Dr. Wildy in one burst rotation. So I did say, will they be able to, will these two be able to push the lead that they've built? And will they be able to translate that into a fight? And they did. Demon Print coming up big, taking down the 2 carries.
And Unlucky Retribution's got to be really careful here. Their mid laner's top and their top laner's bot. Like, with a Corki and a Varus, they can melt this Baron, especially with the amount of dragons they have.
Yeah, and now with the vision control centered around this Baron pit for Return of the Middle Sticks, they will have full dominance over it.
They got a bunch of control wards around it. Pyke doing his best to try to sneak in and clear some vision. He's going to have to make his way out too. Jinx and Corki are looking to stand off in the mid lane here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
I thought
Jinx
they were
wins
fighting.
that standoff.
It's possible. Here comes the meltation I was talking about. They are starting the Baron here. Let's see if we can get a TP. Player John TPing to the top lane. He's going to have to ult back into the pit.
But that's already down.
Oh, Baron's already gone. Here comes the fight. Oh no, Devour onto the Varus. It looked like a hard focus player John on the Scion. Scion's going to have to make his way out. He just gets melted. He's in his passive. We're going to continue the chase. Righteous Glory on Liposuction lane. They're going to lock down the Skarner. Double kill onto the Varus. Another lockdown onto the Aurelion Soul. This is back and forth. They are ignoring the Jinx. She's getting free damage. She should get some rockets in the reset. She's going to get a reset onto Kazekage. No more kills ever. But Baron secured on the side of turn the middle six.
Yeah, and both on the front and back of that team fight, when Player John and DCDK were trying to fight the back line of Return of the Middle Six, no one was touching Demon Print. He got, they took him down to about 400 health, and then he got to sit there and just pump out damage and take down Player John. Then Dr. Wildey dying on the other side of the fight, but then after Return of the Middle Six went in there, no one was able to touch Tien Sama. He was kiting well enough, and they weren't really diving in on him. And he ended up, rolling that fight. 3 members down for Return of the Middle Six, even though they got the Baron. There's only 2 Barons left on the team.
I'm really starting to see the synergy between Pyke and Jinx, both having reset capabilities, both having the ability to tank down a tank even under 20% HP. So. You're going to see that a lot in these late game fights. Spear goes wide onto Tindy's too. They're looking to be aggressive. I don't see a Dragon timer, so I don't think Dragon's coming up anytime soon.
Yeah, we do see Tien Sama picking up an Executioner's Calling on that Jinx, going to be able to deal with the Maokai and the Nidalee, as well as the Tahm Kench. So basically, it's a triple threat of healing, able to be dealt with that much more effectively by the ADC of Unlucky Retribution.
Yep. They are not on the side of Return of the Middle Six, so not really using their Baron buff, so props to Unlucky Retribution for letting them waste some time. They're stalling.
Yeah, Demon Print, he is going to be split pushing on the bot side of the map. 4th shot in the mid lane with the minions there. And Liposuction lane, even though he does not have the Baron buff, he's still going to be split pushing on his own. So, Return of the Middle Six is still 3,000 gold up, but that 3,000 gold number has not changed in almost 10 minutes.
Locked down onto the Maokai, who gets impaled under the... Oh, Pyke getting the reset onto the Maokai. They're down a tank on the side of Return of the Middle Six. They're going to continue the siege, see if they can get a pick onto any of the carries on the side of Unlucky Retribution, but that's it. All that for Baron buff, all that for an inner top lane.
Yeah, Return of the Middle Six does get the inner turret. That is going to mean that top lane is rather susceptible to one good push. They could take down the inhibitor turret and then the inhibitor in that one push. But that's the
Righteous Glory on the Skarner. They're going to go onto the Tahm Kench, who is now stunned up. He tries to QSS out, but he's going to get taken down by Blair John in the front line, trying to tank as much as he can. Pyke with the hook. Let's see if he gets on anyone. Nope. It goes wide. An easy kill onto the Tahm Kench, who now the carries really need to be careful. They got no savior. And Blair John, yeah, they're Pyke. Hook onto Demon Print, who has to flash out.
Yeah,
oh,
and
here
now
comes
Maokai's
the Maokai
here.
from the side. He locks onto the Jinx. He's in the back line. There's all the damage from the spear. Oh, let's see if they can take down Player John, too. Oh, my God. It looks like a 3 for 2, 3 for 1.
Dr. Wildey as well going down on the back. Demon Print is on the warpath, chases down Gavi and forces him to run. It looks like Return of the Middle Six are pushing this in. With 15 seconds still left on DCDK, they may be able to end that. They've got 4 members, 2 ADCs to push down these turrets.
Pyke's got his ultimate available, and Liposuction lane needs to be careful. He could get hooked onto the fountain. He's pretty low. There goes Pyke. Oh, nope.
But that's going to be the game.
God, crazy team fights in this left and right.
Yeah, it seemed like, it basically seemed like they were taking objectives sort of as an afterthought to win to these team fights. It was a very kill-focused game. Everyone looking for picks, as looking for picks as the avenue to objectives rather than objectives as the avenue to a victory. But still, Return of the Middle Sticks, a great game overall.
Yeah, really GG. MVP, I think, in my opinion, might go to Liposuction Lane. He had some really good late game engages.
Yeah, Liposuction Lane, great with the late game engages. I do think Demon Print, however, does deserve a shout out for doing so well on that Corki, pumping out the damage just very consistently all game.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, so the
GG's.
next game that we will have after we come back is Propulsion versus Team Fish Taco. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up. Reach for the summit. Visions brave, the one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, do you know if we don't die? Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through heaven. Rise, rise. They will remember you. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Pick up your weapon and face it. Rise,
And we are back. We just saw Return of the Middlesticks take down Unlucky Retribution, and now we are about to hop back into game for Propulsion versus Team Fish Taco.
Yeah, this is looking like an interesting matchup. You want to move Kaisa down one?
Oh yeah. There we go.
Cool. Yeah, looking like you can say the first one.
Okay, so on the left side, the blue side, we have Team Fish Taco. Wait a minute, I got my sides wrong. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why I had you go first.
Yep, there we go. So on the blue side, we do have Team Fish Taco. In the top lane, we have Azuki on Urgot. In the jungle, we have Mistress Yi playing Trundle. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have I Bought a Name on Kassadin. Ooh, Kassadin. And then in the bot lane, Demon Repent and Lola you playing Kaisa and Alistar.
What's this red side team's name?
Propulsion.
Propulsion Esports Diamond League. We have Moose on the Loose on Scion top, Akado on Talia jungle, Artoria and Sif on Oriana, Sad Dumb Loser and Randy Newman on the Sivir and Morgana bot lane.
Sad Dumb Loser. I feel that on a spiritual level. So,
oh yeah.
The interesting pick here is the Kassadin. I mean, he's not, super out of left field, but still, Kassadin, it's a fun champion, and I am interested to see how he does in lane against Oriana, who is, usually a pretty safe, just all around very middling at basically everything.
And as a mid laner, I know Oriana's pretty good at bullying out, and Kassadin opted for the D-Shield rather than the Corrupting Potion start, so yeah, he might be in some trouble if he gets chunked out.
Yeah, the Doran Shield Fleet footwork is basically saying, okay, I'm just conceding lane here. I don't want you to hurt me that much.
Don't throw the ball in my face that much.
Yeah. And a lot of the damage here with the Oriana is going to be the auto attack, or would be the auto attacks, just because she does have that clockwork windup, meaning it's just going to be that much harder to trade with her with auto attacks. So the Doran Shield going to mitigate a fair amount of that.
Yeah, the differences in team comps here, you have practically 3 tanks on the side of Team Fish Taco and only 1 on the side of Propulsion, so we're going to see how that plays out in these team fights.
Yeah, it does look like Propulsion's team is more of a run it down.
Ooh, Alistar combo of discard froze for me again.
Oh, yeah, okay, so now Demon Repent going to have to use the heal to run away as Randy Newman's Ignite goes down on him. Sad Dumb Loser also with the Ignite, but not going to use the heal. So you just scored back.
Let me try something.
Well,
we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Good. So
So let's look at summoners. We've got a heal out from Demon Repent, and Ignite out from Alistar, and Ignite out from Randy Newman. So see what kind of backs we're looking at here when Sad Dumb Loser goes back here.
It's going to be in Propulsion's favor right now, this lane. That's a 6-5 CS lead for Propulsion, as well as having the Summoner spell advantage.
Gank from the Trundle got the flash out of Moose on the Loose here. Urgot's wave is pushing towards him, luckily, but his flash is down, so you'll have to watch out for a repeat gank.
Yeah, I'm smelling the repeat. Urgot getting ahead early is going to be a great thing for Fish Taco to have. So I don't see any reason for him not to re-gank, because it's not like I Bought a Name is going to be particularly helpful or able to kill Artoria and Sif, even if Mistress Yi ganks.
Yeah, Trundle is coming back from the repeat gank. There's no vision for Scion. He's going to face tank the Trundle, I think, here in a second. The wave's pushing away from him here. Urgot's trying to bait him in. He's got no flash. He's going to have to run for it. Gank onto Kassadin, though. We've sidestepped it.
It's going to be Moose
Shield trying to buy him some time. I don't think they have quite the damage to take him out yet. Ooh. Moose on the Loose survives gank number 2.
Yeah, and with the Corrupting Pot ticking, he was able to get out of there, even without his flash. Meanwhile, Actually, he's going to have to go back. Meanwhile, Azuki going to get to take all of this CS, build himself a nice little lead up there in that top lane.
Yep, and he played the wave smart by not hitting it during the gank, so it pushes towards him if the gank didn't work out. So
Yeah.
smart play from the Urgot.
But as we see, I bought a name getting
Always
knocked
got to be
around.
careful.
Ooh.
That's what I was worried about. He's Scorch is procking, but he's got that last health pot. He just now used it. Impressive.
Yeah, Artoria and Sif going to force I bought a name out of lane.
He's got TP though. He's got 32 CS, so he's even. So even trade for him. Obviously, Kassadin scales out of control, so he's just looking. Oh, he's going for the tier stack rather than the Rod of Aegis. He's going for the extremely late game build.
Yeah, I think that is his team's focus right now. Obviously, they do have the one easily winning lane. Urgot going to be a much stronger laner than Sion initially. But obviously with the Kassadin and then the Kai'Sa, both of them sacrificing early power in order to get that stronger late game. So that is Team Fish Taco's goal. Get into the late game and then win based on the fact that we have better champions.
Yep, wave pushing away from Kassadin. Orianna using some of her minion dematerializers. She's only down to 1 now. She must have been abusing it, trying to shove this Kassadin in. Oh, was this
no,
a 4?
Has,
Sorry.
she's got 4. 1 control.
Sorry. Yeah. On my screen is blurry. An Alistar combo onto the Morgana, who hasn't used Black Shield quite yet, I do not think.
Mistress Yi's here,
Trundle.
but it doesn't look like it's going to be for anything. So, wasted gank. But
Aggressive
now I
play
bought a
from
name
Kassadin.
6, so...
Oh, Shockwave forces the flash out of I bought a name here with the Talia gank off to the side.
yeah, as you said, very aggressive Rift Walk. He would have had that up.
Oh, sidesteps into the dark binding there. Easy first blood onto the Sivir. That's troublesome for the bot lane.
Yeah, sad dumb loser. Now 1 kill ahead and almost 10 CS. So it's going to be a hard fight for Demon Repent to get back into this lane. He's going to have to play much safer as soon as sad dumb loser goes back to get his items.
Yeah, that's a feels bad on the side of Alistar when you're looking at 2 champions who can both spell shield your things. So
Yeah.
your combo.
And I'm
Looking
guessing
like the
that's why they
dragon for the Talia too. Is that an Ocean Drake, I believe? I didn't see it.
That is an Ocean Drake. That's going to go over to Propulsion. Yeah, okay, there it goes. Over to Propulsion.
That's really good on an Orianna who's trying to abuse this Kassadin out of lane, so that should help her keep herself in lane while she slings the ball around.
Yeah, and I bought a name does seem to be doing well for well enough for himself. And
Another gank. Flash is not quite up yet, but he's going to use the ultimate. A great pillar from Mistress Yi, who's going to do a damage with press the attack. Easy kill onto Azuki.
doesn't even need to use the fear.
Oh, you better run, son.
Okay, the red
go.
buff. The red buff saving Azuki.
That pillar was beautiful by Mr. C. Really read that really perfectly.
Yeah, great job throwing it directly in front of him, just as he was starting to accelerate, so he couldn't drift around it at all. So, good on that,
a lot
man.
of love from the Trundle onto the Urgot, just trying to get him ahead. He
Yeah,
should win that lane by himself anyway, but
Azuki did do a very good job of saving the Fear Beyond Death, so that's still available if he wants to take another 1v1 onto Moose on Deleuze.
he also has TP too, and his bot lane's losing, so he might look for a cheeky bot lane TP.
Yeah, the only thing you really have to watch out for there is making sure that Sad Dumb Loser and Randy Newman can't spell shield your Fear Beyond Death specifically.
Yep.
You know, obviously the Disdain, I believe his dash is. Obviously the Disdain can be spell shield, and that's not a great thing to have. Have your CC be interrupted. But Alistar's still got the CC, so it's not like that's really the big one that you need to hit.
I'm curious if Morgana spell shields the Sivir and she spell shields herself, what takes precedence?
I think it's the Sivir spell shield because it's shorter.
And it's on the champion? Yeah, I
and
get it.
because it's not an effect that's applied.
Interesting.
I don't know, maybe we'll find out.
Maybe. There's a lot of trust in Sivir to say, hey, I'm not going to use my own spell shield, black shield me.
Yeah,
But
I think that is why they ended up taking the Sivir and Morgana, both of the spell shields, just because they knew that, you know, just having one isn't really enough if Lola you engaged on both of them. So.
yep. With the Alistar combo, you spell shield the headbutt, but you don't spell shield the pulverize.
Yeah, and that is the one thing with the Sivir spell shield. You're right. It doesn't it doesn't do both. Morgana should do both if you know.
Trundle looking like a gank to the bot lane. Talia's right on his tail though, so we could see a 3v3 situation in this outer on bot
Might
lane.
even be 4v3. Artoria and Sif is heading down as well.
Roam from Oriana, who's gonna maybe spot out. They don't have a trinket available yet, so they can't see the Trundle doing his Krugs. It looked like maybe they're gonna try to get a wall off behind the Kassadin if he uses his ult to clear the wave.
Now with Artoria and Sif back in lane, they do. Propulsion does have vision
There's
on
his
Trundle.
ult.
They know where he
Look out
is.
for the wall. Nope. Like everything is just kind of calming down now, which is in favor of blue side, who obviously wants this Kassadin to get going.
Yeah, they are a little bit ahead just on CS leads, and specifically the CS lead in that top lane. Actually, both their bot lane and their mid lane down a little bit. But, actually, where is that 200 gold coming from?
Urgot just changed his summoner spell. There's the combo onto Morgana, who didn't get the black shield off. The Ignite's ticking away.
Demon
Demon
Repent
has ult available. Nope, he doesn't.
He's not going
opt
to use
for
it, apparently. Just going to force Randy Newman back, use the flash.
He chickened out, man. You got to go full aggressive.
Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do? You only live once, right?
Right, you have an Alistar there, just threw all of his abilities at him. Here comes another possible headbutt pulverize. Oh god, Sion might be in some trouble. Unfortunately, Mr. Yi is on a ward.
Aikido is
Bolt
there
from
as well,
again.
and has the Weaver's Wall, so that could easily turn into a 2v2, even from Krugs. Yeah, and you can see Urgot going for that later game, you know, getting the call, stacking that up.
Looking at the builds here, looks like Sion going for the normal tanky build, Urgot going for the black cleaver. Pretty straightforward stuff. Trundle just finished his jungle item here, so he's going to be fairly tanky as well. I think as far as rotations, you try to see if you can get this Kaisa online. Getting hard shove under with Sivir.
Yeah, once I Bought a Name goes back and maybe finishes that Archangel staff, or Seraph's Embrace or Archangel staff. Which one's the unfinished one?
Archangel staff.
Yeah. So once he finishes that Archangels, I think he will be spending a little more time in bot lane. But Mistress Yi is here.
Dark Binding's down, Black Shield is still up, but Akato off to the side is there to back up their bot lane.
Yeah, and Aikido is there. Artorian Sif started to rotate and then did not follow it up. So I Bought a Name, got a little bit of CS back in that exchange. So he is only down a few CS. He'll actually be ahead.
Here comes the wall. Alistar is off to the side. He has no flash available. He's going to have to headbutt pulverize his way out. Pops his ult. Tries to keep himself alive. Here comes a Dark Binding to see if he gets him killed. Here comes Urgot, though. He has his ultimate available. He hasn't used it. He tries to snipe out the Morgana. Morgana uses stopwatch to save her own life. Sion's in the fray. A great shockwave from, I don't even remember her name, Artori. And that looks like just a kill onto the Alistar, who had to dive in. This is the only option out. Let's see what kind of wave player they can get. They don't have a whole lot on their side. I guess they have the Urgot.
Yeah, I
Try to
think
tank some
Propulsion
damage.
is going to be able to take this. Oh!
Ooh, a great knockback from Mikado. They're going to take the first blood turrets on the Sivir.
Azuki
Oh,
knocked
Sion
off.
interrupts the Urgot E, and Urgot gets taken down by Randy Newman.
Yeah, using the Disdain to get away, not the smartest idea. There is that delay, and Moose on Deluxe just needed long enough to get the knockup. Just interrupting it was enough to kill Azuki. So
Second Elemental Drake is on the side of Propulsion Esports, so...
Yeah, so when all is said and done, that's going to be 3 kills, the first turret, and a second dragon. So Propulsion going to be looking in a very good spot for themselves right now.
Looked like that fight was in favor of Team Fish Taco when Urgot landed a really nice snipe onto Morgana. I don't think he knew that she had stopwatch though.
Yeah, and I don't think she was quite low at that point to, I don't think she was quite low enough at that point to take her down. So he did end up diving into the middle of that team and forced to run out, you know, after using all of his stuff, so...
All in all, it's Shiz first blood turret onto, and they split it between 4 of their members there, the local gold. So it's not that giant of it. It's only about a 1,500 gold lead for the side of Propulsion Esports. So looking like they're rotating the bot lane to the top to try to get this outer top lane turret down. Bot lane for the side of Team Fish Taco is going to stay bot though.
Yeah, and I think that is going to, again, work to Propulsion's advantage. They just look like they're in much more of a comfortable spot here. 3,000, almost, no, 2,500 gold ahead. Almost. That's just 2, isn't it? But
yep.
With this tower going down, which it should very soon, due to Sad Dumb Loser getting so much free damage, yeah, that's going to be the 2,500 now.
150 CS on the Sivir. She just got 2 turrets in about 4 minutes. She's probably got a nice cash grab when she goes back here.
Let's check it out. Yeah, she's got 900 gold right now.
Total 67. Yeah, she's probably going to finish that Zeal item soonish, and then she's going to be fully online.
Yeah, I think they might be able to get this tower here, or at least force a fight for it. Oh,
fantastic shockwave from RDO. It starts the fight here. Sion gets his ult interrupted by the fantastic pillar by Mr. C as a disengage, but that's all they needed. Here comes the Rift Herald, though. I don't see what kind of wave clear they have. Cassidy would have to ult in. That's death. Mr. C, a great flash forward by Akato, gets knocked back with the Talia into the stone field or whatever that one's
called. So that's going to be 2 turrets now, as well as 2 kills. They're going to get that extra charge by the Rift Herald onto the turret, and that's the engage.
Alistar engages when, although the Mr. C is dead, I don't think you realize that that's pretty much a death sentence when you dive in with nobody to back you up.
Yeah,
Aston is not going to dive in just yet.
Just trying to force them off the turret, but Team Fish Taco not able to. They're still trying. Ooh,
another good knockback. He's hitting knockbacks left and right with his Talia. He's doing a lot of work in these team fights. That's about 3 turrets in 7 minutes for Propulsion Esports. Team Fish Taco needs to figure out their wave clear situation.
Yeah, they got 2 turrets right there in the mid lane, as well as getting so much damage off on the inhibitor turret. They take 3 kills as well on Mistress Yi, Lol at You, and Demon Repent. So now they are sitting very pretty at 5,500 gold ahead. And this is looking like Propulsion's game more and more by the minute.
I agree. Scaling as far as Orianna and Sivir, not a problem, not an issue. Ascendant's really not getting too much farm. He decides to go bot lane to try to get himself some solo XP. He is level 11, so he's got a level 2 ultimate. Let's see what kind of work he's going to be able to do. He hasn't quite dived in yet, because if he does, he's just going to get instantly blown up by the Talia. It's extremely fed.
Yeah, and I do think that is the big problem here for Team Fish Taco. They've taken basically basically all 5 of their champs are diving champs. Like even Demon Repent with the Killer Instinct is going to be looking for those low health targets to pick off, and she's short enough range that that she's got to be in there in the thick of the fight anyways. So with 5 diving champs, you can't really be behind, or else you dive in and you immediately get blown up by the shockwave, which we saw the 3-man shockwave taking out basically the entirety of Fish Taco's damage.
Yep, and I'm curious to see how Champion Select worked on the side of Team Fish Taco, if they picked the cast in early or late. When you pick a champion like that, you have to make sure you have wave clear, like a Sivir on the side of Propulsion, so really been an issue for them throughout this entire game.
Yeah, and as nice as it is to think, you know, oh, well, Kaisa will be able to wave clear enough with the Acathian Rain, it doesn't come online until much later than you really need.
She doesn't want to step up to a
Yeah.
minion wave with a Scion right freaking there, who's just going to tank all the
she's
damage
just
anyway.
She can, in theory. It just should never work like that because she'll just get blown up.
Let that be a note to the other teams. If you're picking Kassadin, do a wave clear check. Here comes the wall to kind of zone them off so they can get the inhibitor turret. Alistar and Kassadin are off to their sides by themselves. Let's see if they engage on him. No, they're going to try to focus this inhibitor. A knockback onto the Alistar has no... Or actually, it did have flash. It didn't react in time. Great work just to focus the inhibitor and get out. They still have Sivir ultimate available as a disengage. There it goes. They're going to go on to the Urgot, who does have flash available. Morgana flashing forward to get an engage going. Ignite ticking down on the Urgot. Let's see if they can take him down. Fear Beyond Death onto the Orianna, who is... Is it going to work? No, it actually procced off of her. Kassadin diving forward, and that's what I was talking about. He dives forward, gets instantly deleted. Great work from Propulsion.
An Artoria and Sif lived between Randy, or actually it was mostly Randy Newman with the Black Shield and then getting the Summon Airy proc off on Artoria and Sif. It kept him alive just a little bit. And Sad Dumb Loser as well using the heal, I believe it was, in order to save his mid laner. So they are playing a pretty clean game here. You know, they Weavers walled the inhibitor turret, took the inhibitor turret, picked the support, and then just went for the inhibitor. And then, of course, chased down and had a real messy fight down there.
Very, very creative use from the Talia ultimate. Zoned off the majority of Team Fish Taco, got the tower, and then engaged on the caught out support.
Yeah, it was a really good placement. Zoning off 3 members and catching 2 more when those 3 members that you zoned off didn't have any way to get over. I mean, obviously, like, they had flash, I believe, but, you know, you're not going to use your flash to try and engage a fight when you're that far behind anyways. So,
yep.
Yeah, great call there by Aikado.
Mikado. I guess that's good enough. Yeah. And as you saw, I bought a name. Finally found an opportunity to go on a low health Orianna. Dives in, just instantly demolished by the Sivir procs.
Yeah.
And they're going to start this Baron, and rightly so. They have all the vision, they have all the damage, and Kassadin and Kaiser are back clearing super minions.
Yeah, so they don't even have their jungler there in time. That's
Sivir ult procced. They're going to see if they can go on to the 2 tanks on the side of Team Fish Taco. Yasup, do unstoppable force. He's just going to have to combo to buy his team some time. Decimating smash onto Urgot. A great knockback once again from Talia. Takes out both members of Team Fish Taco. Kassadin has to ult away to save his own life. Flash forward from Mikado, who is just doing so much work in these team fights. Here comes another wall. She's looking for a quadra kill.
Yeah, the Weaver's Wall coming out. She's going to chase down Mistress Yi. Not quite
screw
find
it.
him.
I'll hit your Nexus. Great work from Propulsion Esports. MVP Talia.
Propulsion playing a very clean game. Only Moose on Deleuze ever dying in this game. They're going to take down the Nexus, and that's going to be the win over Team Fish Taco.
Akado is not going to get to play Talia. He was smurfing hard on those people.
Yeah, playing very well. You know, using the Weaver's Walls extremely intelligently for Aikado. Meanwhile, Artoria and Sif basically hitting, I think he hit 3, maybe 4 3+ man ults.
Oh yeah, for sure. Really good work on the Orianna, and the holding the ultimate is really, really important rather than just using it at the beginning.
Yeah, so great job there by Propulsion Esports taking their first win of the day over Team Fish Taco. They will be coming back in our final game of the day against Kansas State. But coming up next, we do have Squattobots Rollout versus Killer Whales United. But first, we actually have a giveaway. So I have here a $5 code for the GetRECt store. And in lieu of any, like, raffle sort of random number generator, I'm literally just going to type it into chat, and the first person to use it wins it. On your marks, get set, go. So that is going to be okay. It worked, and you see it there. You better have something to use it for. But while you figure out what you're going to use it for, we are going to take a quick break. Be right back. And you're muted. Oh, wait. Ah. Okay, well, we're back anyways. This is the, what is it? Squattobots Rollout versus Killer Whales United game. So, on the blue side, we do have Squattobots Rollout. Formerly Sweet Anime Thighs, but, you know, they're back, and, hopefully...
You can change your team's name in the middle of the season?
There were extenuating circumstances. Half the team didn't pay, so the other half made a new team.
Oh, Killer. I played this guy. He was in one of my games earlier this week, just randomly.
So we do have on blue side Squattobots roll out X, S.MoneyX on Jax, Spy Kid 810 playing Rammus, Killer on Ari in the mid lane, and in the bot lane we have the lovers duo Phoenix Glory and No Fear Matson.
And it's Killer Whales United, correct?
Killer Whales United, yes.
All right, we have We Like Fortnite on Renekton, Unplug Bug on J4, Shakiro. Oh, we have a level 1 fight. They're going to fight. Rakan hits a giant W to start off the fight. Ignite's ticking down onto the Renekton. Renekton gets taken down by God, too much action at once. Turbo Enter ADC got caught by the Rammus here. Sorry, I was not paying attention when this started.
Wait a minute, is that a bot lane?
Victor,
That's
yep. Turbo Enter ADC, living up to his name, already in a minute into the game. Zed gets taken down too.
Oh my, that's gonna be 4 kills in a minute and a half. We have 3 of those kills going over to Squattobots roll out.
I get on the side of blue, you're like, yeah, let's invade. We have Rammus, we have Jax, we have Ari, we have all these options. What's the point of invading on red? Don't really see what they're gonna do.
The memes?
Maybe Renekton starts with a W, like even then that would screw him in lane. I did not finish here. We had Shikoro on Zed, Turbo Enter AD carry on bot lane Victor, and Crazy Legs on Fiddle.
So that is a Victor Fiddlesticks bot lane. Fiddlesticks support, something we have seen before. Victor bot lane, something that we haven't really.
Renekton doing his classic lane bully thing up top lane. Jax is just going to have to play chill. I'm pretty sure he started heal. Means he can't really do a whole lot of trading right now.
I have to imagine that they wanted, you know, they wanted the Renekton and then the Zed, and they drafted Jarvan, and then
fantastic level 2, but they're level 1. I don't think they have the ability to do. Here comes a trade from Victor. He's going to have to watch out. He has no summoner spell, no summoner heal. It's ran down by the Rakan there. Jesus.
Oof.
Level 2 power spike on Rakan. He's not messing around.
So now, yeah, that's level 2 now for the bot lane of Squattobots, and they might just be able to run down this bot lane now that.
Here comes the level 3 Jax. That's a great cube. Leaps right back. Unfortunately for the side of Killer Whales United, I'm pretty sure Phoenix Glory is going to go back and buy a BF sword 3 minutes into this game.
Yeah. No, actually, he's just going to get...
Oh, he bought 2 longswords.
Yep, 2 longswords and a dagger. So he is going for the components of, you know, the smaller components of the Storm Racer rather than the big F sword.
I'm all for Mage's bot lane. I think it's fine. But you're picking that into an established 2v2
picking that into basically one of the best 2v2s, especially one of the best level 2s.
Bit questionable, especially with the fiddle support too. Like, I would have went with something a little bit more tanky, Leona, Thresh, Braum, anything.
Yeah, but we have Unplug Bug here.
Oh, a great sidestep. He might live with that sidestep on the Jarvan EQ. Doesn't have quite enough. His Ignite's not up. If it was, that was a great turnaround from Killer.
Yeah, actually, yeah, going to do a bunch of damage on the Unplug Bug, going to force him just away.
That guy's scripting Killer. I'm just kidding.
Literally scripting. Ban him.
Yeah, he's like preemptively sidestepping. He must have had a ward. Here comes Rammus. Renekton does not have a flash from the level 1 fight. He gets the taunt onto him. Here comes the follow-up stun from Jax. Spike at 810 gets the kill.
Yeah, and now the Rammus, it is an interesting pick. It's something that we don't see that much. Rammus not too great in that 1v1, in that 1v1, but really good in the early ganks. So
I have to imagine the champ select on the side of Killer Whale. They picked Renekton. They probably picked Zed. Oh, hold on. They might have another 3v or 2v2 situation. Once again, Rakan just running down these off-meta picks, showing him, hey, there's a reason why this is a thing. AD carry support.
So it is 5 minutes into the game, and we do have a 2,000 gold lead already.
Looking extremely bad, especially since a lot of the champions that do scale are the ones that are behind on the side of Killer Whale. Victor, Renekton. Renekton doesn't really scale,
Yeah. Renekton kind of the opposite of scales.
but right, he does everything in his early game here. But Zed,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to get something going. He's maybe the last hope as far as the early game for Killer Whale.
Yeah, and even then, he's still behind. He does have an assist from that level 1 invade, but actually he does have a fair amount of CS onto up over Killer, so that is going to be his saving grace here.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. He's got 200 gold over Killer.
Although they're losing the early game, Jarvan's still being super aggressive into this Rammus pick. Just getting some forward vision, maybe trying to get a early Drake off.
As well being ahead in CS, Rammus is, you know, like a strong clearer, but not a fast clearer. Oh!
Yeah, he had to flash. He does not realize he's level 6. Renekton's going to run him down. Flash takes down S. Money. Clean kill.
Yeah, he is going to, both of them are going to burn their flashes. Jax does not end up using his Grandmaster's Might for the active. So,
no, you could tell the second S. Money realized he's level 6, you flash away, but it was,
yeah.
it was too late.
So
here comes Zed to see what kind of outplay he can have. It's the Electrocute proc. He could take that W in and ult in.
yeah, he does have his ultimate up as well as Ignite.
There
That's going to be it.
Here comes the Ignite. Let's see if he can get the Q. Nice Q. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think Baylor saved himself with that charm.
Yeah, not quite enough to kill the Killer, but enough to get the Killer to go back.
Oh, a flash in. He gets the kill. That's just a BM back. I think he's just gonna get the kill over. No, actually, that's beneficial to Zed. He gave the kill over to the support.
I do not think that I don't think the turret was going to aggro him for the last shot, so I think Matson was in the right there. But of course, you know, there's no way to prove either way.
Oh, here comes Rammus. He's got the speed shrine. Oh, I thought he was going towards the Victor, who has cleanse.
Oh yeah, I did too. Now they're just going to take the dragon. That's going to be an Infernal Drake, so that's pretty big for them.
Yeah, and I would say get used to this scene because Rakan and Zai are super fed. They can play all their fights here down by the dragon. But Garvin comes in and takes it and flashes out. Clean steal from Unplugged Bug.
Yeah, No Fear Matson missing the grand entrance. So
oh my god,
Unplugged Bug.
Money just gets ran down by the what is his name? I can't see it. We like Fortnite.
We like Fortnite.
Of course. Oh, Jarvan gets caught out in the red side jungle. He decides to go in and Demacian Justice onto him. I forgot what that one's called.
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm. I think
Spike
Demacian
hit.
Justice is cool.
Demacian Justice is Garen's ult.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's why it's cool. But yeah,
It gets confusing because they both scream Demacia.
Actually, fun fact, Garen does not say Demacia when he ults. The only time he says Demacia is when he uses his W.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I have level 7 on Garen. You think I would know that? But I'm pretty sure I have champion voices turned all the way down.
Yeah, I just kind of assume that Garen players play with their headphones off and their monitor unplugged, and they still win the game somehow. So,
And their poor E key. Their poor E key.
their poor E key. It's actually it's a rock sitting on the E key. It's taped down, and it just constantly presses E for you.
True. As far as the CS numbers, although Zed going in, I think he knows Ahri does not have Ignite here, so he could win that trade, but she ults away from the third shadow.
Yeah, he wins the trade, but still cannot pick a kill up for himself.
For as bad as their early game is, the Killer Whales is fighting their way back into this game. Here comes Rammus onto the Renekton. He's going to have to 2v1, but somehow Fiddle is up in the top lane.
Oh, that's a 3v1
Rammus has no
now.
Flash, Cataclysm. No, doesn't even need it. Just hit Spike at 810.
Yeah, as we said, the 2,000 gold lead in 5 minutes is now within 100 gold back at 10. So
Yep. I'm thinking Jarvan's starting to realize that he can just EQ a lot of these people, and there's enough damage on the side of their team to just take them down.
Yeah, they all seem
Oh god, S.Money's
no.
back again. He pops the ult to try to get some resistances here. Who's tanking the turret? It is No, it's actually the Fiddlesticks who does a good job of keeping the aggro while his teammates clean up the kill.
Yeah, definitely the best one there to tank the turret, and Killer Whales knows it as well as we do, so great turret dive there.
For a 4,000 gold lead, Killer Whales United now is in the lead 1,500 gold. That is incredible.
Yeah, it definitely bounced back, and in the space of 5 minutes. And that's not even just 5 minutes in general. That's the second 5 minutes of the game.
If I was Phoenix Glory and their team started giving away kills, they'd be like, everyone just chill, I'll carry. And
yeah,
that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, if I'm Phoenix Glory, I'm smacking my face against the keyboard at this point. I'm like, what are you doing?
This is the League of Legends special. Oh, he's got ultimate available, but he didn't take the shadow. Oh, a flash in from Ari. Does he realize he has ult? I think that he did. That's going to be a trade kill for both. I mean, decent outplay from Killer, but I would have just taken the ultimate away. I think that is a good trade.
Yeah. So now,
But,
actually,
they're looking to siege the mid lane tower.
Spy Kids is level 6. He's level 6, and his bot lane is level 7. The only other level 6 in the game is Crazy Legs. He hasn't been farming very well, and by hasn't been farming very well, I mean he has 45 CS at 11.5 minutes. So he, I guess he is just giving up his farm in lieu of, you know, running around the map and helping his teammates. You know, except we saw that there up top, where he went to go help S.Money and ended up fighting that 3v1 and dying. So he's been having a pretty hard go of it this game.
Yeah, if I were to give advice in the moment to SRO, they just need to chill out, let the minions come to them. They have a fed Xayah, just fight around her. But S.Money continually shoves up this lane and he's going to get caught out.
Yeah, and the problem there, like, they do have a fed Xayah, but you know, their solo lanes are both fairly weak. Their jungler also weak, down only 2 levels now. Down 2 levels on the enemy, so that's going to be a hard fight for the rest of the team. They're going to have to work around Phoenix Glory.
Fortnite did get a 3-man gank, but he also got a clean solo kill pretty early on. He's going to have to 2v1 here. He hasn't popped the ult yet. There it is there. He's going to have to blow the full combo onto the Ari, who ults away. Rammus doing his best. He gets out clean. He has 3 levels on both the or at least the Rammus. Making enough to live.
But now S.Money having to 1v2 of his own.
Oh, nope. Not with that death mark doing a lot of damage. Rakan did very well to keep his top laner alive. Now the chase is on. They're going to look for the Jarvan, who has a couple of kills on him. Try to give him over to the Xayah. Xayah flashes forward. Doesn't realize EQ can... Oh, continuing the chase. S.Money gets turbo-inted by turbo-inter.
Yeah, it seems like S.Money is turbo-inting now. Not turbo-inter. He is
Don't change your name, please.
Oh, that's the flash forward.
Flashing forward on the flashless Renekton. Fiddle doing his best to keep this top laner alive. Here comes the Fiddle ult. It's going to get both here. Crazy Legs with some crazy moves. Gets taken down by the turret, but I would say hashtag worth. 2 kills onto the Fiddle.
The double kill, he does get shut down by Killer, but it's a 450 gold shutdown, so still 150 gold in KWU's favor there. They are now 2.5 gold ahead, sitting at 14 minutes. So they are just building this gold lead back from where they were. It's a 4,000 gold swing over 15 minutes at this point.
Zed in some trouble here. He's got the shadow available. I think he'll be fine. Xayah might try to run him down. Nope. Zed's like, I got 3 levels on you, bro. Get away from me.
Yeah, I've got 3 levels and a Ghost Blade. And as well, Phoenix Glory does not have ultimate, so that is going to be a hard one for him.
Oh, S.Money. Body
S.Money.
There, but unfortunately, Jarvan said, why are you hitting me right now? You are 0-5. No damage item.
Yeah,
down.
S.Money seemingly just overestimating the amount of damage, the amount of impact that he can have right now. You've just got to go back and do those Jax things. Just push it down top lane for 25 minutes, get 3 items, and then come out of the top lane and kill everyone.
Right. Here comes the Rift Herald onto the mid lane turret. Should just be a charge gone. Let's see what kind of counter engage that SRO can get.
Yeah, the Squado bots, they seem fine as a team.
There goes Renekton. He hasn't ulted yet. He gets taken down by the Rammus's ult. Oh, the Fiddlesticks Crow in the back did a ton of damage to the bot lane of SRO. Oh, here comes Jax again. He's just forward thinking. He doesn't want to farm. He just wants to fight. Level 9 across the board for SRO right now. They really need to split up some of this XP.
Yeah, SRO has been doing pretty well as a team together, you know, aiding each other, helping each other out in these fights, and the ganks and teamwork have been pretty good from them. But individually, it seems like their solo laners are kind of faltering. Killer, obviously against the Zed, that is a hard one to win. Especially since Unplugged Bug came in so early, and then Zed did end up getting the kill early under that turret. But S-Stop Money is now 0-5, ganked twice, I believe. But the other ones, he has been way too aggressive here on his own.
Right, if he's going to have that playstyle rather than farm and get split push items, I would just build that Phage into a Black Cleaver and go full tank and just be a stun bot.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're going to have that playstyle, that's fine, but
yeah,
commit to it with your build.
If you'd rather be utility focused, then be utility focused, but don't keep dying with a damage build when, you know, you're playing utility.
Correct. And I'm amazed at the turnaround from KWU this game. They were so far behind early game. They have 2 Infernals. They got a Victor and a Zed who have some kills on them, and they're going to scale pretty well into the late game. I just heard the Zed ult go off.
That's going to be
He's on to the Ahri, but he dashes away. Doesn't have another dash available. Victor uses his cleanse to get away from the Jackson. A good flash into it. Here comes the Fiddle onto Killer, who has flash available, but not enough time to save. Here comes Phoenix Glory, though. Going to chase down Rakan ultimate available. He's going to go onto the Fiddle. Let's see if they get the kill over to Phoenix. They do. Flash forward onto the Zed. Phoenix Glory going to pick up another kill here, too. Oh, nope. Rakan's ult, or Ignite, steals away.
Yeah, so that's 2 for 1 across the across that space of time. Killer going to go down, but after all of their cooldowns are down, Crazy Legs and Shakura having used their ults, it's going to mean that that Squadobots roll out are going to be able to take down 2 of those 3 members that were left in the bot lane. But you have We Like Fortnite and Unplugged Bug both pushing waves into the tower. We're seeing them, even if they're not winning in these individual fights, they are winning across the map. Too many members of Squadobots are having to go somewhere, sharing that gold, sharing that XP.
And I hate to say the phrase jungle difference here, but there is a massive jungle difference between Unplugged Bug and Spike Kid 810. He's about to get Flame Horizon by a Jarvan, so...
Yeah, Spike at 810 is still at 67 CS at 18 minutes. That, I mean, that's honestly inexcusable. Even for someone like Rammus who is not concerned with clearing that hard.
You don't have to farm that hard, but you should have more than 66. Unfortunately, Unplugged Bug is going to get Ice Spike Kid, so jungle difference there.
Yeah, jungle difference. Lol.
Eat my words. Hey, that's a good shutdown for the Rammus. That'll make up for his lost farm.
Yeah, he has got 2 pretty big shutdowns this game, so...
Yeah, if he gets tanky, I mean, he'll be a pretty good front line, especially for the Xayah, who's just going to sit there and hit whatever is in front of her.
And despite all of these, despite all of this difference that we're seeing between Squadobots and Killer Whales, it's still only a 2,000 gold lead. Oh! Oh,
Rakan ults forward right into the Fiddle ult, though. The Xayah's doing well enough damage to take everybody out. A great flashback. Also, an awesome shadow back from Zed to keep himself alive. There comes Renekton, though. He's going to flash in, ult, stun onto the Xayah. Xayah's got enough peel, though, to take him out. Spike Kid and Rakan both just taunted the big croc right off of her.
And the Squadobots turn that around beautifully. 3 for nothing, and they're about to get a second tower.
Another great charm and Jarvan actually turbo-inting himself.
That's going to be 4 kills and 2 towers. No Fear Matson doing so much work in that team fight. The quickness, the Recombo going out early, taking down Turbo Inter and then Crazy Legs. Unplugged Bug, did he die? Oh wait, no, he died earlier.
He died in the river and then spawned and then died when he got back.
Yeah. So really it was like 5 kills, but yeah, taking down Turbo Inter and Crazy Legs so early. Phoenix Glory immediately using the Featherstorm against Shikoro's ultimate.
Easy with the spoilers in the chat. Easy. I don't know who won.
So,
Sorry to say that. Yeah, so it seems like No Fear Mason is playing out of his mind right now. He does a Xayah check. Xayah's next to me. I'm going to hit the go button here and taunt everything around her. So
yeah, I mean,
he's playing really well.
This duo just doing so much work together. Phoenix Glory providing so much of the DPS that allowed them to take down the members. Oh, but Killer!
Killer does ult out. Great reaction time. Oh, here comes a... Oh, ults back in to see what kind of charm she can get. Onto the Victor, who does have cleanse available. A great Crow tears through the entirety team of SRO. They have the inside track on mid. Let's see if they ignore Dragon or go towards the tower.
Yeah, it is a Cloud, but it will be their 3rd Dragon of the game for Killer Whales. So, if they can make that, they could make this a 5-Dragon game.
They could easily make this a 5-Dragon game. The pace, 21 minutes. The Dragon's up in another 5. So, yeah, they could easily. That would be pretty impressive, too. That could be their win condition, to say, hey, we're going to have Drake control, let them have Baron control if they start Baron.
Yeah, if it's a question between, oh, well, Squadobots could have Baron, or... Oh!
No Fear Mason's caught out here, so is the Ahri. Dad's going to do a lot of AoE damage there. He gets both those kills. However, Phoenix Glory is untouched in the backline. He's in the middle of the Fiddlesticks ult. He's in the gravity field, too. He's taking down Victor. And so does... Money by the Zed.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate catch. Killer and No Fear Matson together in the blue side jungle, but they get caught by too many members of Killer Whales United. Then Money going in after the fact was extremely questionable. Phoenix Glory as well, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, was unfortunate enough to be stuck there with Money. Spy Kid, the only person that was able to make it out, simply because he wasn't in the fight.
Yep, they didn't do the Xayah check. If Xayah's on next to you, do not fight that team, because they will absolutely destroy you, especially with a Victor and a Zed, both doing massive AoE in the jungle.
Yeah, and Unplugged Bug catching both Killer and No Fear Matson in the Cataclysm meant that they were definitely stuck there, not able to get out.
At this point, you are Xayah's chess pieces. You just stand around here and you charm people, you taunt people.
She is the
That's
queen.
your win condition.
The queen is the most powerful piece on the board, but if she doesn't have any support, you all lose.
Basically it. I mean, Zed's gonna diver, you're gonna have Jarvan diver, you're gonna have Renekton diver, so literally just stand around that champion.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the side of Killer Whales United, it's not so much that any of them particularly have a queen, but it's like they've got a bunch of rooks just standing around. And maybe a pawn or two, or maybe a knight or two. They are all contributing pretty equally to this game. Each of them having their own high moments here.
I like the chess metaphor there.
Oh,
worked pretty well. Rooks, they move in a straight line, and that's exactly what Jarvan and Renekton are going to do. Onto this, looking like they might have found a pick on Jarvan. He EQs his way out of the danger there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got your rooks, Jarvan, Renekton, all of them just kind of running it, running directly in. They're not trying to do anything sneaky. And then Crazy Legs, he's a knight. He's moving a little weirder. He's coming out from everywhere.
There you go. AWU looking like they're going to use the Siege minion, Baron up, just get some chip damage onto the inner tower.
Yeah, they do have the Baron minion, so that's going to be a pretty...
Oh, EQ onto Ahri, who has to flash away. She's ulting too. Zed ults onto the Rakan, which is kind of questionable. Not the Xayah, who is still untouched. She uses her ult to keep herself alive. Gets the kill onto Fiddlesticks. They're not focusing the Xayah right now, and she's doing a lot of damage, and you can see it in that fight.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1-for-1, the support for the mid laner. And honestly, at this point, I'm not sure who's actually more valuable right now. Crazy Legs not having the Crow Storm anymore, that's going to be huge for Squattobot's team fight. He's not going to be able to engage and do all of that AoE damage that he has been doing in these fights. But at the same time, Killer is so much of the magic damage for Squattobots that I'm not sure which one was particularly more worth.
I agree. I feel like that was a dream scenario for the Xayah. Nobody's using ults on her. She's just getting free auto attack after free auto attack. Crazy Legs, I don't know if he's Zonya's there. He did get a nice ult in the back line, but he got immediately blown up.
Yeah, I don't think he did Zonya's. It's still up, and I don't recall seeing him go gold. He was moving through that entire fight as Squattobots ran away from him, so.
Oh, we have an interesting build I just saw in the chat. Renekton build a Triforce. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that on the champion.
Yeah, without the mana, actually, I don't think it's that bad. Or
I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's
suboptimal.
We're gonna see how it goes here.
Especially since We Like Fortnite isn't really going for that 1v1 sort of build that a lot of Renektons go for. He is going, or at least he's team fighting more, so he should be going for more team fighting, team assist build. I think the Triforce does.
It's a great split push item. It costs $4 grand when you could have got a Black Cleaver and a Guardian Angel probably for around the same price. Here comes Turbo enters, living up to his name once again. He gets Recon ult. Recon ults both Victor and the Jarvan. Jarvan finds his way out of there though. Here comes Ari. Flash away from Jarvan to flash away from the charm. Recon gets him with a nice W. He EQs again to save his own life. He's EQing left and right to save him. Here comes Renekton though. He's gonna W onto the Xayah, who has to flash away and ult. Jarvan with a fantastic catalysm onto the Victor and Fiddlesticks AoE. An absolute ace for SRO, or no, KWU. Great fight from the Jarvan, great re-engage.
Yeah, and it's not an ace. S. Money is still in the top.
Oh, I forgot he was in this game. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I'm not trying to flame you, S.
At 0 and 6, S. Money is not really doing all that much for his team right now, especially when he's on the other side of the map. But he is running down Shikoro, who's going to be forced to flash away. His team, however, lost 4-1, so they're going to lose this bottom tier, this bottom inhibitor turret, as well as the inhibitor.
Yeah, a lot of towers taking a lot of tower gold over to the red side of KWU. They're going to hit a lot of good power spikes here. Looks like Zed's going for Black Cleaver. You got Victor on the Lichbane. I think it's about it at the moment. No, you got Jarvan going for the full lethality build too, so not even tank Jarvan.
Yeah, he is building what looks to be Duskblade, or is it a Youmuu's? I'm not sure which one's better on him right now. He
Probably Youmuu's.
Yeah, he does have the Triforce, so, you know, he has.
Yeah, they all should just go Triforce. Victor Triforce,
Fiddlesticks Triforce.
Why not? And this is what we're talking about, the Dragon control. They've got it on spawn.
Yeah, so they've got.
Might have enough time to get one more before Elder.
Yeah, they do have enough time. That's the last one going to be the third Infernal Drake of the game, possibly the third Infernal Drake of Killer Whales United's to take.
Looking like they're making a good call. Zed's going bot lane. They're engaging onto the Rammus. Cataclysm onto the Ari, who dives in, dives out, dives back in, and dies. Rammus is going to try to get the kill onto Victor, who gets the power exchange, or whatever the thing's called. Get the shield.
The power siphon going, actually just going to kill him thanks to the auto attack.
Yeah, Lord Mill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was dead anyways there, but now...
Honestly, I don't know why they're not looking towards Nexus right now, because there's one tank down, a useless Jax. They could even look for...
Yeah, they've got a minion wave coming in, but with Phoenix Glory still up, I don't think they want to throw away anything right here. Yeah,
Shikoro is going to be...
Shikoro.
Recon ulted in his face. That's deserved, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he just kind of stood there, daring them to go in, and then Nofir Matson did. It was...
For Recon, he was ulted pretty well throughout this entire game. I wouldn't really be in him, but hey, I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, as well, he has what looks like 30% CDR right now, so that quickness is going to be up fairly soon in probably less than a minute.
They're down their assassin right now. They could look for... Oh, here comes Renekton going onto the Ari, who has to ult away. They're going to blow a stopwatch on the Renekton to keep himself alive. He pops his ult in the backline. Fiddle is in the backline inside the Cataclysm, doing damage to both Rakan and Xayah. Let's see who's left. The Stasis. Ari, he uses Stasis again to keep herself alive. Flash away. Charm goes wide. Free Baron for SRO. I don't know why they don't go in. Or KWU, I apologize. Why did I go in?
That's going to be a free, a full ace, clean ace, 5 for nothing, and it looks like they are just going to go to end it here. All of them running it down mid, bringing the minions with them. They've got a super minion wave pushing in, and they're going to take the second Nexus turret. It's a Bear Nexus. KWU coming back after their name change and taking down the other name change team. That's going to be the win.
I feel like all 5 of them played the early game terribly and then came back and got themselves back in the game. Credit goes to Unplugged Bug, who had some really good ganks. Went full damage, so that way when he ulted the Xayah, he could do upfront burst and keep her irrelevant in these team fights.
Yeah, a very messy game. You know, despite winning, it was a very messy game for both sides. So let's see if Killer Whales United can clean their play up a little bit and bring this into possibly playoffs. So that was the 4th game of the day. We're going to take a very short break and then come back with Landsneck versus Oklahoma Good Diamond Rush. We will be right back.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die part of you. Every time you play far reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll rot into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity, but you'll never see the price it costs. The scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through harm just to tell us our dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world's calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reach.
All right, we are just going to jump right into the fifth game of the day. This is Landsneck versus Oklahoma Diamond Rush.
All
So-
right. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
On the blue side, we have Landsnake back for another game on Mechanical Reaper on the Shin. King Yeetloaf on the Shaco. Vito Torchic coming in from the bot lane back to the mid lane on the Diana. Karamat on the Isa, and PB Doughboy on the Thresh.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we have Oklahoma Diamond Rush, OGR Silverhammer in the top lane, playing Maokai. Meanwhile, we have Mowgli in the jungle on Zac, Dr. Giggles, X3 playing the Irelia mid, and in the bot lane, some interesting picks here. Veffy O playing Quinn and Hayabusa Taicho on Zillion.
Yeah, that's going to be Zillion all game. To me. Interestingly enough, I thought Silverhammer was support.
Yeah, Silverhammer usually is the support, which this is very interesting.
And we have Rito going into the mid lane now. I'm not sure what his main role is.
Yeah, Torchic, I think he was originally... He is an ADC main, but he has been playing mid a lot for Landsneck, and every once in a while he goes back to the bot lane. So he's kind of just a flex role.
I'm excited to see. I've been wanting a Thresh all day long. I have the urge to see some hooks, so hopefully PB Doughboy can satisfy my urges here.
Well, you heard that, PB Doughboy. You gotta satisfy this man's urges.
I need some hooks, man. I need some spicy hooks here. And you got two super squishy champions right in front of you.
Be his hooker, Doughboy.
Looking at the matchups here, I see Diana into an Irelia, which is questionable because Irelia generally wins these melee matchups.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because, I mean, Diana pretty weak until 6 when she gets that Lunar Rush, but Irelia usually quite good at abusing...
Oh, a steal on the side of Shaco takes the red buff, but I think the red buff is getting traded back on the bot side. Here comes the hook here. Let's see if he can get the Destiny.
Oh!
He predicts the flash from Zillion. That's what I'm talking about, PB Doughboy.
PB Doughboy, you have delivered!
That was a phenomenal prediction, too. I thought they... Okay, he flashes forward onto the Quinn, who still has flash, though. Oh, he didn't predict that one, but that's okay. He got the flash out of it. Zac with a point-blank E. Not sure why he was that close when he used it, but got the flash regardless.
Yeah, level 2, that's still a pretty short range on his on his elastic slingshot, considering that's only on rank 1 most likely. So Mowgli probably needed to be that far up.
Really?
Torchic, on the other hand, the Diana is doing pretty well so far against Irelia. You know, being able to push her in, having that passive, you know, being able to get the passive off pretty reliably, rather. Thanks to the fact that, you know, they're both melee, and the shield being able to pop the
Here comes
Hail
a repeat
Cascade.
gank from Zach, though, and Irelia is pretty low. She's going to get taken down by the Ignite. Let's see if they can get the return kill to Diana. I think they will, so Zach gets the kill. Trade in favor of red side, I think, with the assist.
Yeah, with the assist, the gold definitely goes over to red side. But I think Torchic will have a better time against Dr. Giggles now, and unless Mowgli keeps coming back, I think Torchic will actually be ahead in this lane due to the fact that he did get 150 gold extra.
And he went with the, I believe that item's called Ether Wisp or something like that. Ether
Yes,
Wisp.
the Ether Wisp. It's going
He's
to be
I think he's maybe going for the Lich Bane.
Yeah, that is most likely going to be a Lich Bane.
Unless he's going Spooky Ghost.
He could be going Spooky Ghost, could be going, oh wait, I suppose Ludens doesn't build out of that anymore. So,
Looking at the other matchups here, Zach's going to try to get as many early ganks off, just like Shaco. Here comes Thresh, though, with another hook. Let's see if he gets... Oh, he gets the Zach, interrupts the E. He takes the Q, though, which is questionable. Zach gets a nice two-man knockup onto the Shaco and Thresh. Thresh is pretty low. They're flashing for him. Quinn gets the kill, but Quinn's going to have to die for it. Zillion Bomb on top of the Shaco. Not enough damage, though. Zach still has his passive. And there it goes. Let's see if they TP to save his life.
yeah, Silverhammer does have TP. They might be able to...
Oh, and they do it, yeah.
TP.
Let's see if they have enough damage to take him out after he spawns back, and he walks out.
Not quite enough. The Shaco box going to do some damage, but not quite enough to take down Mowgli. That's still going to be a 1-for-1. PB Doughboy loses his life to Veffy, and then King Yeetloaf takes the kill onto Veffy in return.
Maokai, who's already low on mana, decides to use his TP to save his boy. That's true friendship.
That good guy Silverhammer saves
Supporting
us.
from the top lane.
Always a support, even if it's just in our hearts.
He's got plenty of sustain with the 3 corrupting. I think he's fine, though.
He also has a total biscuit, so he's going to be doing fine in terms of mana.
Oh, she hit 6. She has another ult charge. She doesn't have enough damage or ignite, I think, to take her out. But, oh, actually, never mind. She has another ult charge, too. Oh, she had a mana, though.
And she's stunned.
Here comes the E. Oh, Dr. Giggles played that fairly well, even though he wasn't even level 6 yet.
Yeah, Torchic loses his life. Just, I guess, underestimating.
Perhaps he
the
saw.
amount of-
I think he saw the Zac and thought he was dead anyway,
Yeah.
so he went in again.
But underestimating the amount of damage that Dr. Giggles could do with his combo. Would have been satisfied with the flash, but you know, when you're searching for the top, you can't be satisfied with anything, right?
This is where the Zac will get kind of troublesome. If he gets a lot of kills, he'll get really tanky.
Yeah,
And he
now
can gank from anywhere.
yeah, as soon as he hits that level 9, that's gonna be the his max potential for ganking. He's gonna have the longest range that he possible.
Doughboy's gonna. Oh, and Shin's coming in on the invisible Shaco. Quinn's got no flash. She's gonna die to Karamat. Clean kill. I'm not sure it was a bit overkill, but still got the kill regardless. Another trade in the mid lane here. Irelia still has her ult. She hasn't used it yet. She's trying to see what she can get out of full cooldown. She gets the stun. Let's see if she pops the ult. Yeah. Oh, she misses it. Goes wide, but still gets the kill because that champion's busted.
I think it was more than Torchic. Just Reaper.
That's just cheeky. Oh, he has, what did he get in? Oh, he has Spellbook. Interesting from the Shin.
Yeah, so Rito Torchic, again with another solo kill, getting solo killed rather by Dr. Giggles. So
And this is my opinion, I despise champions that if you miss your abilities, you can still get a kill. And he shanked his ult hard.
he shanked his ult hard, but he was already pretty ahead of Torchic in the first place.
That's true.
I think that
Had to
was
probably max Irelia passive stacks. I get it. kill. You miss your ult and you get a kill. Something needs to be balanced. That's just me. Just me. Still though, clean kill. He's got a nice CS, about even CS in the mid lane. Diana's still going in. He's looking a little tilted, but oh, he's getting some good damage off on the Irelia.
Yeah, so, I mean, and despite the fact that Torchic has died twice now to Dr. Giggles, his team is ahead 2,000 gold thanks to the bot lane presence from Karamat and PB Doughboy, as well as a gank from Yeetloaf.
And this is where you see the Quinn pick kind of be a little questionable because she scales okay, but she becomes a roaming champion. Like, you want your bot lane to roam, and here comes Thresh. PB Doughboy gets the hook onto Zilean. Karamat takes the ult in, gets a free kill on Zilean, who does not have ult, or he did have flash available. PB Doughboy just flashing on him down here.
Yeah, and Doughboy
styling on him.
Making sure to lead Veffy. Very smart, since Veffy could, using the vault, actually would put himself behind where he was. He needed to flash over Doughboy in order to make distance between them. So very smart by Doughboy. He's playing great
still
so
has
far.
all of his corrupting pots left. A great flay on Pee-wee Doughboy onto. He gets away from the ultimate. They're pulling a lot of damage for the Thresh and ignoring the Kaisa. Dr. Giggles is in some trouble underneath mid turret. Is it going to be enough to kill him? And it is. He gets the return kill. Gets the shutdown gold as well. Favorable trade, but he's getting some chip damage on the mid lane turret.
So now Torchic is actually in a worse spot than he was before. He gets an assist, but Dr. Giggles gets shutdown gold on a 2-kill Yeetloaf. So he's actually behind a full 300 extra. Obviously, that's still good for Yeetloaf. You know, getting a kill is always a good thing. But oh, Torchic.
Torchic
wow.
Instantly procs the passive on Zac here, and he's got the Shin right in front of him too. He's gonna get a free kill. Which Shin also got interrupted by the Malachi because Torchic's by himself. Failed flash from Zac. He's got the Zilean passive too. He's revived twice now. There might be a bomb on top of Torchic. He might be dead too.
Yeah,
oh, he's gonna get roamed on by the Twin, who's facing a Thresh. He'll take the blast cone to safety.
Yeah, it looked like Reaper and Silverhammer were duking it out during the Stand United. Silverhammer interrupted Mechanical Reaper's teleport.
Oh, Silverhammer, you're playing the game now, dude. You got a Shaco in your face. Can you get his way out? Do they have enough damage to take him out? Here comes the kitty cat, saves his life. He's got his passive available if he gets a hit on him, but unfortunately, if Reaper has a taunt, he's gonna take him out. Oh my god, that was a really close fight. Here comes Thresh again, just abusing the champions that don't have flashes.
And this is
PB Doughboy can hit it again. Don't hit it, don't hit it. Oh, he goes for addiction, not needed, but I respect it.
Yeah, he should have known that Veffy didn't have flash. I'm pretty sure he's the one who burned it earlier.
That's sending a message right there, PB Doughboy. He heard me request some hooks.
He said, I need some hooks. And he says, hooks, I got you, fam. I don't care if I'm just gonna throw hooks. I don't care if they're good ones.
Good damage onto Karamat, who's pretty low. Here comes Irelia, who has ult available and flash. But yeah, you're going to take the Dark Passage out. It's a safety.
Yeah, now 10-6 for Landsneck. No turrets yet, but it doesn't matter. There's still 3,000 gold ahead now. And as well, look at the CS difference in that top lane. 103 to 83. Mechanical Reaper is smacking around Silverhammer.
Zac is on to Rito Torchic, who is in some trouble here. He has to ult into the Malachi. He's going to get locked down by Twisted Advance. Let's see if he doesn't have flash available. Here comes Zac. He's got to hit the E here. Get the kill over to Irelia, and they do. Dr. Giggles picks up that kill.
Yeah, he did get first turret, though. I think that's worth it.
That's worth it for sure. He got 250 gold, probably with the local. Oh, he doesn't even have grasp yet, so... or no, Mechanical Reaper has Spellbook.
Yes. Yeah, and so again, got the 20 CS.
We have a 2v2 situation over here by the Rift Herald. They lock down the Irelia. He has to flash away. He gets a nice ult off, deletes the Shaco. They're on to the Shin now. Quinn backflips off his back to stop him a bit. He takes a Dark Passage to safety.
Yeah, only Yeetloaf dying, but Yeetloaf dying is a big thing when they're fighting over the Rift Herald. Being able to secure that is a pretty big thing.
Oh, here comes Pee-wee Doughboy. He gets the resurrection off on the Zillion here. Diana hits a Q. She doesn't opt to go in. She's in some trouble. She's facing a tank. Gets the Shin ult on top of her. Let's see what kind of work Mechanical Reaper does. He doesn't hit the taunt yet. Gives the kill over. Nope, Shin picks up the kill on the Maokai.
Yeah, and now that is the kill onto Silverhammer. He was doing pretty okay in lane at first, but now he is 0 and 2, 20 CS down on Mechanical Reaper. I mean, that is kind of to be expected when you put a...
Oh, hits a little
Torchic!
mini stun. Torchic with the outplay. Doesn't take the passage. I think he might have autoed the turret there. 1-for-1 trade. Both mid laners are dead.
Yeah. But yeah, you start to see those little cracks come through. And a support main goes top lane, has to play into Mechanical Reaper, who is one of the more experienced top laners here.
Resh is trying to do his best to. I mean, Pee-wee Doughboy is trying to do his best to keep his team in line here. Seems to be pretty scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, this is a very scrappy game. 21 kills by 14 minutes, and only a single turret taken so far.
I just see dark passages coming left and right, trying to save the Diana, trying to save his Shaco, trying to save his Kaisa.
Yeah, Pee-wee Doughboy's like, I don't have enough cooldown reduction to save all these people.
But in the end, they still have a 4,000 gold lead. They have 2 elemental drakes. They got a Kaisa that scales out of control. I think they're sitting pretty.
And this is a 5-0 Kaisa, going for that Rage Blade right now. So it's going to be, that's going to be a pretty huge advantage that Snek is going to want to be able to push. And if Doughboy can get here.
Oh, Zillion flashes away even though he had
Flash.
ult. I guess he doesn't want to use his ult on himself there. Probably wants to save it for a...
Yeah, plus I think at that point, using your ult basically just means, oh, well now they get to group up around me and...
Ooh, almost took that.
Eatloaf taking it so that Hayabusa couldn't get it. Rito Torchic, he's denied it by his own jungler. That's better.
Mechanical Reaper is doing well. He does have TP and Ghost available. There could be a skirmish in the top lane, but he's doing well to split push.
Yeah, Reaper does not have Stand United, so he will not be able to... Yep.
Zach goes in, gets instantly flayed by Pee-wee Doughboy. The Zillion ult's on him. Irelia just goes in and deletes a 5-0 Kaisa. Their main carry is dead. Let's see what kind of fight they can get out of that. Great work from Irelia.
Yeah, Mechanical Reaper ended up coming with the teleport.
Oh my god.
Mowgli, though.
Mowgli, though, doesn't quite know how to charge that ult, but it's okay. I think he's going to live with this passive. They're ignoring him from now. They're going on the Zillion. Oh, a hook from Pee-wee Doughboy says, no, I didn't forget about you. Oh, but he gets out with a full charge E. Pee-wee Doughboy's tracking him down. Hook goes wide. The E is 4 seconds away to... Oh, runs right into a Diana.
Torchic going to take it. So that is a 1-for-1 in the end. Karamat and Mowgli both going down. Karamat now going to stop Silverhammer in the bot lane while this dive happens.
Here. Shin gets an instant 2-man taunt. It instantly deletes the Zillion, pops the stopwatch just to make sure not to tank too much of the turret shots. And then Kaisa's going down to respond to the Maokai free turret for Snek.
Yeah, and Veffy can't do anything up there. 1v4 doesn't go well for an ADC. So that's
Things are getting good.
That's going to be a 2-turret-to-0 advantage. And Torchic is here. He almost has ult up.
Ooh, and he has just enough damage to take down the Veffy. Veffy's probably regretting picking the Quinn at this point, but let's see what he can do.
Yeah, the Quinn does do fairly. The Quinn does better against ranged champions. Unfortunately, only one. The Karamat's Kaisa is going to be properly ranged. Pee-wee Doughboy, it doesn't really matter whether Resh is getting auto attacks off on him. So it's going to be the adaptive helm coming out for Mechanical Reaper. I guess that's for fighting Silverhammer, and then Mowgli with the unstable matter.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh, and the bombs, obviously the bombs.
Thing for us. Oh, we're good. Yeah, On the side of OGR, I think their win condition is, you saw it there briefly in the top lane when they were diving the outer, where Kaisa just got absolutely demolished by the Irelia. They have to fight around that champion. Wait for her passive stacks to get high. Just dive her.
Yeah, this is a sort of like at this point they are playing on the back foot. It is a shutdown Kaisa sort of game, but Rito Torchic is getting stronger despite that slow start.
Ooh. Shin ult and a Dark Passage used to save Torchic. A lot of ultimates burned just to get a red buff here.
Yeah,
See if OGR turns this fight around.
That Stand United is going to be on a fairly long cooldown now. I'm not sure how wise that was with EB Doughboy so close with the Dark Passage. I think it was just a little bit overzealous trying to save Rito Torchic. They did save Rito Torchic, but
EB Doughboy with these Dark Passages all game long is constantly saving his teammate's life. They have to do better about not getting caught out.
I'm surprised he's not just building CDR items at this point. It's just like, okay, if all I am is a Dark Passage bot.
Seriously, just start maxing that ability at this point. Screw the hook, even though I want more hooks. Oh, interesting. He's going to take this fight onto a tanky Maokai. He doesn't have that much MR, though. Zillion ult used for the Quinn to save her life. Here comes Irelia, though. Hits a fatty ult. She's on the Shaco at the moment. Kai'Sa's being ignored. Kaisa does get killed by the Irelia. Irelia's doing a lot of work here. Gets exhausted. Zach ults to Shin back, who still's got a healthy amount of HP. Diana flashes forward to try to get some Q stacks onto them. Does kill Dr. Giggles. Dr. Giggles is down. Maokai gets a shutdown on Diana.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 2 for 2. Actually, it seemed like so much more, but a 2 for 2 is all it's going to be. The jungler and mid laner, or the mid laner and the ADC. OGR did capitalize on that win condition to kill the Kaisa. They did do that, but Rito Torchic, as I said, is getting a little stronger. So he was able to jump in and take down Dr. Giggles, dying himself.
Shin is just tanking so much damage in these fights. He's 6-0-2. He's having a great game. He's split pushing. A couple of these ults have been a little questionable, but he's hit some really nice taunts as well. Let's see if Reaper can continue it.
He does have 2 full items at this point. 1 armor, 1 magic resist. That's going to make him so much harder to kill. There's no very obvious, like, oh, well, this is how we killed him. Because with both a Zac and a Maokai, you're down to 2 ADs and whatever the zillion bombs do on half an item. So it's much harder for this team to just say, oh, well, you know, this damage dealer has to focus down this person. This is where Mechanical Reaper, really, he should be building more armor, magic resist, just because of the fact that, yeah, Silverhammer and Moon do damage because they've got scalings and base damages, but the real damage is going to be coming out of this Irelia, out of this Quinn.
Yep, and I would imagine that Kindle Gem is probably going to build into a Knight's Vow. Oh god, here comes Rito Torchic. He's getting a little caught out. He does not have flash available. Ult's just coming up. Let's see what kind of return kill he can get. He tries to get one onto Quinn, but they're going to just 3-man him down. Oh, and there it is. The second ult charge takes down Vessi. See if he can get out. He's got a zillion bomb on his head. Dr. Giggles gets the kill. Shin, super tanky. They would have to spend an hour trying to kill this guy.
Yeah,
he's going to get a kill.
Takedown.
Oh no, the Zillion ult saved her life. Not sure what the interaction was there. Why did he hop up? Not sure. He's going to die to the turret, though, not looking at the turret range or the minions. Kaisa, can he get the kill onto Mowgli? And he does. Kiramat with a nice shutdown under the Zac. Oh, failed with the E-flash onto the Shin. Oh, and meanwhile...
And Silverhammer was not able to complete his teleport. Meatloaf took down the turret before he could complete it. So... that was 2 turrets right there by Yeatloaf that OGR just gave right over during that fight.
I mean, you were completely right about the Diana doing so much upfront damage, not letting the Quinn get to play League of Legends.
Yeah, so now I think their win condition has changed. It has to be smash them so hard in a team fight that they can't split push. Mechanical Reaper going to want to split push. Eatloaf also going to want to split push. Rito Torchic can basically solo kill anyone.
Yeah, seriously, just all he hit was a second Q and she had half health and she still died. No MR on the Quinn. Zillion's not going to really save her. Most of the time she's going to be way too far up. The Zillion not behind her.
Yeah, now look at this. It is a 9,000 gold lead for Landsneck now. They're going for the Baron, and it should be a fairly easy take. Moat is not quite in range, and they might be able to burn it down, especially if PB Doughboy makes sure to run interference here. Yep, it's just going to go down.
Yep, you're seeing the Kaisa stack just stacking on that Baron Asher 3-4 times, and that thing just disappears. They don't even have a Mountain Drake, and they took that in 45 seconds.
Yeah, and even though they don't have a Mountain Drake, they do have 2 Clouds and an Infernal. This makes them so much faster, so much more powerful at 8% AD and AP. They're going to be able to push and fight, or they're going to be able to rotate and fight, rather, much better thanks to these 3 dragons that they have. And with nothing left else on the map except for turrets, they're going to just try and push it into the base of Oklahoma Diamond Rush.
Yeah, Shin, so tanky, just sitting on a ton of tank stats right now. He could probably tank 3 or 4 members at one time. Diana going in, she doesn't have an ult charge out, but here comes Shin to save her life. Dr. Gills doesn't have flash yet. She's going to get taken down underneath her tower. Pee-wee Doughboy's in some trouble. He got dived on by Zach. Here comes Karamat, though. It's a nice Q onto the Quinn. Pee-wee Doughboy decides not to take that Q and lets his AD carry die. Here comes Shaco. He did a little damage onto Zillion, takes him out. Oh god, my thanks for us.
And now we have Torchic coming in for the backside. That's going to be the double kill for Yeetloaf. And now Silverhammer is on the run as Yeetloaf gets a triple kill.
That's probably going to be game. Death timers are 10, 20 seconds on the side of OGR. Really well played on the Shin. Had some really good ults to rotate around the map. Sheko played well with the split push with the Rift Herald to win the bot lane. And then Diana coming back from 0-2, 0-3. Make it 8-8-8, sorry.
Sneck will be picking up 9-8-8. Sneck will be picking up the Nexus as they go 2-0 in this Super Week.
I was hesitant to give PV Doughboy MVP. He played really good early game, but I gotta give it to Rito Torchi. He got hard camped at the beginning, and then he turned it around by doing some really good picks.
Yeah, Torchic definitely came back from a very shaky early game, making sure to beat. Yeah, he had some great picks. He managed to take down Veffy that one time, and then Hayabusa in the red side jungle. So very good showing all around from Landsneck, and that is going to be the end of our 5th game of the day. We'll be moving into the final game between Kansas State University and Propulsion Esports. Unfortunately, Jabronis will be having to leave us before that game. I'll be carrying on the last one on my own. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys.
I'll spam Twitch chat for you, man.
Please spam Twitch chat for me.
Everyone have a good weekend. Later.
Yep, so now that, so with that being said and done, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then I will be back in a few short minutes to finish out the day with you. See y'all in a few minutes. And we are back. And we, by we, I mean me and liposuction lane, liposuction lane, Sorel.
What's up, guys?
A special guest color caster here, so that I don't have to do this game all by my onesie.
That's right, I'm just jumping in.
So, would you like to introduce the blue team?
Yes, this is K-State V team. In the top lane, we have Vibon on Ornn. In the jungle, we have X-Koala on Graves. In the mid lane, we have Mortally Divine on Karma. In the bot lane, we have Yabyinda on... Oh boy. Help me out.
Kog'Maw.
Thank you. Holy shit. And then on support, we got my boy Lord Care Bear on Morgana.
Meanwhile, Propulsion Esports is taking the red side with Moose on Deleuze in the top lane on Scion Aikido playing Talia Jungle. Saber in the lane on Malzahar, and in the bot lane we have Zelced and Randy New, Jin, and Alistar. So, which of these team comps do you like more?
I think that K-State really has the team fighting comp. It's protect the Kog'Maw game for them. It's all about Yabyinda in this game. There is some pick potential for the other team, but it should be a good game. If they can protect Kog'Maw, they should win.
Yeah, I do think that bot lane seems to go over to Propulsion just because Alistar is gonna be pretty scary for Kog'Maw to deal with. Am I wrong there? Or?
You do have the Morgana to help, so if they're quick on the combos, it should be alright, but it's definitely pretty hard to Black Shield an Alistar combo that's pretty quick, so it's really a skill matchup in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. So meanwhile, obviously you are you're more of a top laner. So where this is Ornn versus Scion. What's your take? Ornn one trick?
There's much to say about top lane. If both of them are playing well.
Whoa! Wait
Oh
a
my
minute.
goodness.
Yabyinda just gonna go down. The Black Shield not going to come through from Care Bear. So
That's that matchup we were talking about,
Yeah.
where if he doesn't get that Black Shield off, Kog'Maw's gonna have a real rough game.
yeah. Hopefully, Lord Care Bear's Black Shields are gonna be a little bit more timely in the future, because that could easily go very wrong. K-State.
Yeah, definitely. Like we were talking about in top lane. Oh, we got a gank going
Koala's
on.
up here in top lane, so Moose on Deleuze is actually just gonna go down real quick.
Yeah, he didn't both flash there, so we'll see if he gets a return gank, but basically top lane, like we were talking about, is just a farm fest. Whoever can scale better. And the jungles can get pretty easy ganks off because you're not going to be worried really about a return kill, typically. So.
Plus, Ornn and Scion not particularly, aside from the charge. It's not gonna,
Exactly.
They're not really going to have that much. Oh, but Aikido coming in from the bot side, that's going to be Lord Care Bear rooted up, and he's going to have to flash away. That's Zelced flashing forward. He's going to take down Lord Care Bear. Now Yabyinda for taking on the three of them. He's going to flash away, but Zelced tanking turret shots. He might be in trouble here. That's going to be the teleport coming in from Ebon, mashed by Moose on Deleuze. He's going to get knocked up. He's trying to chase down Zelced, but he's actually going to take down Aikido himself. That's going to be the return kill by Zelced. Now the teleport from Mortal Divine interrupted by Saber.
Wow,
Whew.
what an exchange in the bot lane. My goodness, we have both TPs coming in, trying to save their carries. This game is already off to a good start.
An important Divine's TP was interrupted by Saber's silence, so he's going to have teleport advantage from that mid lane.
Yeah, we'll see if they utilize that.
Yeah, the Malzahar, I mean, he doesn't really roam that much, does he? He just kind of goes to fights, or fights come to him.
Yeah, and once he hits 6 here, we'll have to see what they do in the mid lane. Once Malz hits 6, it's really easy for junglers to just come mid and get those ganks off.
Yabienda actually caught Randy Newman, gonna flash forward, and that's going to be the kill. Yabienda rather going down again. 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is getting dangerous for K-State. It's not looking good in the bot lane. Kog'Maw will scale, but they really need to stop dying to allow that to happen.
Now Moose forced to flash away from Mortally Divine's tether. So this is already a pretty eventful game.
Yeah, both teams really want to fight.
Yeah, out for blood. So, were you privy to that conversation last night?
I was adding some fuel to the fire after this series last night, but it was all in good fun, I think. Yeah, Vivon said some things that I don't think Propulsion liked very much at the end of the third game, but they did have a rough time. After this first game, the series did go to 3. So, I think Yabienda didn't play in the next 2, so.
Oh, so it's a good thing that I got this one. They actually have their full roster.
Yeah, he DC'd in the second and third game and couldn't get his internet back, so they actually had to find a sub for the next 2 games.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that was part of the frustration from last night.
Yeah, it just all happened to come out in the general chat, right?
Yes. Not the diamond one,
Yeah,
where it's safe.
This is why we need a trash talk channel.
That's right. We have one in League KC. And, oh, there's the Black Shield coming out. That was a nice Black Shield from Lord Care Bear.
It's going to be the engage. Oh, and wow. That Care Bear just goes down immediately to the Unraveled Earth.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting the Talia gank there.
Yeah, that could have just been fine for K-State's bot lane if it were only the 2 of them. But with Aikido showing up, it was definitely a much harder fight than they anticipated.
Yeah. And without that Black Shield, it's really easy to kill the Morgana off.
So now it's 2-5, just 1,500 gold for Propulsion. So do you think Zelsad's going to be able to translate this onto the rest of the map, this team?
A Fedjin, it feels so bad to play against, especially now that he's sitting on that Storm Razor. Those 4th shots are going to be coming through so hard. We'll see if he decides to move to mid or top, but they need to get that bot lane tower first. We'll see what they do with that, if they decide to rotate after that.
Yeah, if they're able to keep getting these picks like they have been to the bot laners of K-State, I think it's going to be a lot easier to get that turret just on your own rather than needing Aikido to come back down and help siege it or something.
Definitely. What is surprising though is for all the kills that they've gotten in bot lane, they don't have a ton of turret damage on this bottom tower. So sometimes that could be good for you because you can keep just killing a bot lane over and over, but at some point they're not going to be worth much gold and you need to start converting into objectives.
It looks like Yabienda has decided to just buckle down and get in for the long run. He does have a call, so he is playing for that CS focus rather than he's just going to be avoiding fighting.
Yeah, he knows at this point he just needs to get farm and scale however he can. So if he can get on some items, K-State definitely has a good shot at getting back in this game.
The interesting, there wasn't much of a CS lead in the bot lane until very recently.
Oh, here they go again.
Aikado's here. That's going to be the flash from Yabienda, and that's the curtain call coming out. He's going to be trying to hit Lord Care Bear. That's going to be the 3rd shot, and the 4th doesn't quite come through.
And he almost gets a return kill on Aikado there. Lives with like with less than 10 HP.
Saber flashing away from Koala's gank. Aside from that, he's going to be entirely fine, not even using his nether. So now with Care Bear here, Zelsed and Randy Newman should be able to get a lot more turret damage, right? Or they're just going to go for the kill.
Straight onto the kill. It's so easy once Alistar hits that level 6 to just pop the ult to dive in.
Oh, that's the knockup on Moose on the loose. Let's flash forward. He's going to be knocked up. Vibon taking turret shots. Moose on the loose. Looks like he's going to be able to get away. And neither of them have their cooldowns left.
The camp is on in the bot
Randy
lane.
Newman's tanking though. Koala is going to take down the support of Propulsion. That's going to be Zelsa taking the kill, and now Saber is here. They shut down XP Koala. KP X Koala.
Yeah.
But Zelsa dies.
I mean, that's pretty good. You've got 3 kills on the Graves. That should help delay the game to get Yavienda onto some items. Hopefully he can transition that lead and start getting some kills elsewhere as well.
Yeah, and that was pretty big that the shutdown came out for Jin. So that's a fair amount of gold. Isn't that like 900 gold right there?
It's probably pretty close to that. With 6 kills on you,
Yeah.
that's quite a bit of gold coming out.
That's the knockup on Moose on the Loose. Going to be forced to flash away.
Yeah, Ornn's at one of his strongest points in the game. His early game damage is surprising, and he can buy items early, which early into the game when you don't have a lot of stats, really gives you an advantage in the lane. So Sion really needs to get back here.
And Koala's here. That's just going to be the second
Wow.
kill now onto Moose.
That was a good map rotation from K-State to see that he was low in top lane and run on up there.
Yeah, and now Koala's going to get some turret damage off. It looks like the bot lane of Propulsion is going to need to pick up the pace if they want to take this turret away. Provided Koala keeps spending time in the top lane.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, where you didn't get much down on the bot lane tower, even after all of those kills. If they don't get objectives off those kills, the lead can really start to evaporate for Propulsion.
Yeah, that's going to be Moose's teleport now. He's going to match Koala here. Keep him off of the turret a little bit. Andy New, Otto. Here around this Triburst, that's the engage. Curtain call comes out. Care Bear is going to go down. Last shot, is it going to hit? Yes, it's going to hit Yabienda, taking him down to half health. But the call of the Forge God comes out. Aikato's going to be knocked up. Now he's going to be hit with the Living Artillery. Going to get away. It's now 3v2 here, but Aikato's quite low, and most of the cooldowns are down. Bullshit.
This is a very smart roam by Vivon here. He has TP. He has ult. He can just walk bot lane and wait for the wave to push back to him in top lane. Oh, they're gonna go on to Vivon here.
That's the Deadly Flourish not going to hit Vivon. Now they're actually tanking all of the damage. Zelsa not doing that much damage to tanks, to tanky this early in the game.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprising he's not doing more damage, seeing that Ornn has no armor, but I guess he's just not able to get onto it with all that health.
Oh, but Mortally Divine's here for Moose. That's going to be 2 of them against 1, and now Vibon going to use his teleport. Top lane, or mid lane, rather.
Yeah, that top lane turret's looking like it's gonna go down actually to K-State.
Yeah, so they do get first turret, Kansas State University. And it doesn't really look like Propulsion's bot lane is any closer to getting that turret than they were a couple minutes ago, so they're just gonna...
Yeah, it's really unfortunate they weren't able to use their lead to get that objective off the map.
Yeah,
now K-State can scale back, and the gold's almost even though Jin is so fed.
Yeah, and I'm guessing a lot of that is coming from the fact that Hala is 4-1. That is a very large number of kills for a Graves to have this early.
Especially with that shutdown.
Yeah, Bienda
that he got
taken
on
very
Jin
low,
earlier.
but that's 5 members. All 5 members of K-State are here on the bot side of the map. Randy Newman to break the stun. Him getting away.
Yeah, he for sure would have gone down there. Oh, and the
Forge
re-engage
God
by
coming out.
Ornn.
How many is he going to knock up? He's going to get just Zelsa, but he's the first forward. And now Randy Newman going to lose his life.
And K-State's able to just free push now on the tower here with the minions and 4 members here. They'll have the next wave come in. They might be able to get this tower.
Yeah, Saber is coming down as well as Moose on the Loose. Moose on the Loose has its devastating charge. So,
Looks like they'll just back off.
it's back. Now Yabyinda and Saber do out here under the turret. Saber taking a little chip damage.
Yeah, Yabyinda will have to be careful here. He's down 3 levels, but he's just wants to get this farm in the mid lane. So that's what he's looking to do, just farm up. He's not even on his Winsu's Rage Blade yet.
Yeah, he still needs, what's that? Yeah, he's only got 900 gold in the bank for that. He's gonna need about 400 more. Now, Aikado barely getting away from, does not have, oh, he's gonna be knocked up, suppressed, knocked up again. He's gonna be taken down. Divine and Yabyinda not able to do enough to stop their jungler from dying.
Wow. Yeah, and that's a shutdown also coming through, so that's some good gold back that Propulsion really needs to start taking these objectives.
Yeah, that was a 4-kill shutdown, so that's pretty good.
We've got Dragon, Infernal Dragon coming up in 45 seconds, so we'll have to see if the teams start prepping for that, start getting a team fight organized.
Yeah, and with the only other thing right now being the top side, the Rift Herald and the top lane turret that Propulsion wants to take. I'm thinking the Dragon's going to be a pretty juicy prospect. Oh, yeah, they might just try and catch Vebon. He's going to be knocked up. He has his flash, uses it to get away, but now he's stunned. Curtain Call comes out. He's going to be taken down by Zelset. Looks like that's going to be a free Rift Herald for Propulsion if they decide.
Yeah, they can choose what objective they want here with Ornn being down for 25 seconds.
Looks like they're just heading mid, rotating bot to this Ocean Drake that's up. They're going to take their second one of the game.
Oh, I misspoke on the Drake choice there, but we got the Ocean. That'll be real nice. That'll be their second Ocean Drake of the game. So you start stacking those Ocean Drakes, those late game team fights, really, you can just back off and heal.
Yeah, now Koala jumping into the middle of them. Randy Newman going to knock him up. He flashes away, but he's going to be taken down by the Malefic Visions. Randy Newman so low, but Yabyinda can't get the kill. He's suppressed.
You really have to wonder what Yabyinda was doing there, trying to walk into the 4 members there with no items, but
I have to
he's
imagine,
not worth a lot of gold now,
yeah.
so.
I have to imagine at that point, he's just saying, I need a kill, guys, give me the kill. Aikado going to get stunned, knocked up by Vebon, and he is going to go down.
Yeah, that's a good return kill, and he gets a little bit of a shutdown on that as well, so he got 600 gold. They're going to re-engage here.
That's the call of the Forge God, forcing the flash from Moose on Deleuze. Oh, but that's going to be the kill by Zelset. Lord Care Bear going very low as well. Zelset, he's very low, but I think he's still fine, provided that Mortally Divine doesn't hit him with a good shot.
Yeah, they might just try to reset and look to fight around this Rift Herald. They yet definitely want to use Jin's lead here. In a 5v5 team fight, there's just no way that K-State wins right now.
Yeah, so now resetting. We've got a on the way ping up there to Yabyinda in the top lane. He finally has his Rage Blade. Just got that recently.
They're just shoving farm onto Yabyinda, hoping that he can get going, get some items. And it's always a worry with Kog'Maw. You're really just on a timer if you're Propulsion here. See if they are able to get this Kog'Maw online.
That's going to be the knock-up onto Lord Care Bear. Aikado's here, and Yabyinda is tanking so much damage. He's going to go down to Aikado. Care Bear on the run. But
That's a red
Aikado
buff.
gonna take him down.
Yeah, doing things like that will definitely make sure that that timer keeps getting extended. So, Propulsion doing a good job seeing Kog'Maw very squishy, able to just rotate on him and kill him really quick.
Yeah, and now it looks like they're going to be able to get that top turret, the third and final outer turret of the game. Meanwhile, the K-State is actually going to take the inner turret, the middle turret. Keep thinking it's like the inner lane, so it's the inner turret.
Yeah. Those outer turrets going down might allow more space for Yabyinda to get some farm. Being able to sit that second tier instead of the first tier really will allow him to play in a safer spot where it's harder for Talia to wall in and come with those, get those easy picks.
Definitely. And Baron coming up in just a few seconds. I don't think either team is particularly equipped to do it just yet, though. So we'll be seeing some fights around it. But
yeah, Propulsion doing a good job of getting down some topside vision. Definitely want to know where K-State is in their topside jungle with Baron being up.
now Propulsion taking this this inner top turret. See, I did it again. That's going to be the devastating charge coming up, going to actually stop Ornn from reactivating Call of the Forge God. V-Bomb's going to be knocked up, stunned up, pulled back. He is going to go so low, finally going down to Randy Newman. And with the 1 kill, can Propulsion turn it into anything else? No, they're just going to move back to the turret.
Yeah, for being 9 kills up, Propulsion only up 2k, so K-State's doing a good job of staying in the game by farming, but Propulsion's doing a better job of getting all these objectives and leveraging their lead.
Yeah, look at that, 30 CS difference in the jungle, 40 in the top lane. But now Moose on the loose is tanking, and Saber is caught! That's going to be Koala going down alongside Saber. Care Bear is going to go so low as well. He's going to actually go down, and now that's Yab Yinda. Zelsa chasing down Mortally Divine, getting the 4th shot onto him. That's going to be 4 members dead for K-State.
Yeah, K-State really needs to not look to fight. They really need Yab Yinda to get some farm and try to get on the board here.
Yeah, he is sitting on 1.5 items, and that's going to be the ace. Ebon going down under his own inhibitor turret. So
yeah,
it looks like this could be a free inhibitor.
I think it's going to be the inhib. Propulsion should back here. Look to just keep camping that top side with Baron up. Shove the mid lane out, get vision, and get the Baron.
Yeah, they're going to have to go back, right? Though. Oh, Zell said... he might be in trouble now with Koala. Oh, is he gonna be able to get out? That's the redemption.
Oh.
No, he's gonna go down.
And that's a big shutdown onto the Jhin again. It's gonna be delay their Baron. It should give K-State a little bit of time here to clear out some vision in their topside jungle. By a little bit of time. And that's all K-State's looking to do, is buy some time for the Kog'Maw to get online. But Propulsion is not letting up with their pressure. They're doing a really good job of just grouping around objectives with their lead.
Yeah, and with this Dragon coming up in 10 seconds, looks like an Infernal. So K-State is grouping around that, making sure that they let it be known that they want that. Saber, ooh, so much damage. Taken down to almost a 3rd health. But
yeah, those mantra Qs will really hurt.
yeah, Mortally Divine chunking out the mid laner of Propulsion, but ooh, the steal! Koala takes it and saves, runs with his life. Great
yeah, he's able to
smite.
flash out there. That's a big cooldown. They know that now that he can't flash it and steal Baron. So
yeah, they could.
See if they could use that.
Okay, that's going to be the Weaver's Wall. They're going to take this inner turret pretty easily. Koala on the other side, but it doesn't look like they're going for a fight. Now 6 turrets to 2. The gold lead stretched to about 5,000 now.
Yeah, Propulsion is really starting to push their lead. We'll see if they can turn it into a Baron objective. They really want to look to end this game as fast as possible. Because if Kog'Maw can get online, anything's possible.
Yeah, Kog'Maw has the wit's end now. If he gets the... I think it's when he gets the Runeans is when he gets really scary.
Yeah, once he gets his 3rd item, K-State can start to look to team fight. As long as they play around him and he doesn't die, K-State can get back in this game. But they're still waiting on Kog'Maw to get some items.
Yeah, it's again really interesting to see Kog'Maw in this type of meta. You know, such a early fighting focused meta. even if they're not super short games all around, just
Yeah.
someone who hyperscales as hard as Kog'Maw is a questionable. It's a questionable pick just because it takes him that much longer.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder what happened in draft. Seeing that it's Jhin and Kog'Maw, I'm guessing that a lot of ADC bans came through.
Yeah, just 5 banning one of the ADCs.
Yeah, some unusual picks in the bot lane for both teams.
Ooh, Mortally Divine steps a little far forward, gets chunked out, but still going to be alive. So that's the call of the Forge God. They're fighting in this corridor. Only going to be Moose on the Loose knocked up.
That's a big ult for K-State if they want to try to fight that Horn being down.
Ooh, Care Bear caught. That's going to be the curtain call coming out. Is it going to hit anyone important? No, it was just Orin. Tanking for his squishier teammates. But that is the immediate move toward Baron. The minion wave is crashing against the top Nexus turret. So K-State is going to have to go and try and stop that. Vibon going back. And now the redemption coming out. They know, will Koala be able to steal or will they take a fight? That's going to be Yabyinda caught in the edge. He's forced to flash over the wall, chasing down Mortally Divine and Care Bear. The KSU is split. Moose on the Loose going to slow but not knock up Divine. He's going to keep running. Zelset flashes forward. That's going to be the Weaver's Wall coming out for Aikado. Can't quite pick up Lord Care Bear. And now Koala is chasing down Zelset as well as Saber forced to flash away. Randy Newman going to go down. And now it's Propulsion who's being routed. It's Aikado flashing away. Saber taken so low. The jungler is going to go down. It looks like, yes, Moose on the Loose is now the next target. And Zelset, the final one, he's going to go down to Koala. That is an ace for K-State.
Insane, sprawling team fight. I think Propulsion used so many of their engage ultimates trying to chase them that Yabyinda was able to come in at the end, feel completely safe, knowing that he wasn't going to get engaged on with any of those damage ultimates, and was able to pick up some kills. This could be the turning point that K-State needs to win this game.
Yeah, they're going to be ahead in gold now. 1,500 gold going over to them. They're 500 in the lead, finally. And now Yabyinda is going to have so much gold to spend. That's going to be his recurve bow. And he's going to build, he's going for his Bork next, looks like.
Yeah, I really wonder if Hurricane might have been better just to get more damage on more people. But that Scion in the front lane and the Alistar are really hard to take down without that Bork. So if they play front to back, that could be a better buy for him.
Yeah. It's, yeah, as you said earlier, in that team fight, Propulsion just overcommitted too many of their engages, trying to chase them down, and then ended up having to run away. But at that point, K-State were completely healthy, and they had all the time and chasing tools in the world. So, oh, that's going to be Zelset actually going down, gets picked by Mortally Divine Koala.
Wow, what a pick. They might just look to end here without that Jhin. A lot of the gold is on that. Talia might be able to carry through this team fight, but we'll have to see.
The flash forward onto Saber. He's going to take him down. Koala is unstoppable as they break the base.
Koala is just a monster in getting these picks here.
Yeah, Kansas State is not slowing down. They know that they have to finish it before Zelset gets back up. The teleport coming out by Vibon, and now one last fight by Propulsion. They're trying to stop it. That's going to be the one knockup. Moose on the Loose running for his life. K-State, against all odds, are taking down the Nexus. They're going to take the win over Propulsion.
Wow, what a comeback from Kansas State. I cannot say enough about that overcommit fight by Propulsion. Leaving that Baron up after they committed all those ultimates allowed K-State, after acing them, to get the Baron and just push it down for the win.
Yeah, Propulsion seemed hesitant to get the Baron. They kind of danced around, just going for it, and it finally came back and bit them. Kansas State taking from behind victory against Propulsion Esports. So that is our final game of the day. We're not going to do standings updates because two teams haven't even played yet, so it doesn't really matter. We will do that on Sunday, and that is when we will be officially kicking off the playoff race because we're in the final couple of weeks here for Diamond. That will be on Sunday after the stream Sunday. So
Yeah.
thank you very much for joining us today, Liposuction. Pretty good cast. Yeah, for your first time, that was really good.
Thanks for letting me stand in and just jump on the cast with you. I didn't want you to be all alone on this last game, so.
It would have been kind of sad watching me try and solo cast it. So thank you very much, and that is that is the stream for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Meristematic will be back in the morning with Gold Noxus. I'll be back in the afternoon with Gold Demacia, and then, or actually no, we're doing cross conference this week, so we'll be doing cross conference matches all day. Then on Sunday we'll be back with the other half of Diamond Super Week. So again, thank you, Liposuction Lane, for joining us as a special guest caster, and we will see you all on Sunday.